this is One Leeds. Welcome back to the latest video. This video, as always, is sponsored by Shop GNO, the Job Match Group, and Match Bingo. Let's get into it. First up, the Job Match Group. Whether you're looking for your next big gig or just browsing, the Job Match Group has niche job sites made just for you. F1, retail, security, and loads more. They're about matching the right person to the right job. Make sure you check them out if you're ready to level up your career. Then we've got Shop GNO, an exciting new e-commerce site where you can grab exclusive deals and discounts. Right now, One Leeds has an affiliate link just below where you can score a 25 quid membership for free, unlocking special rates and benefits. You can even list your own shop on there with way better rates than Amazon, eBay, and Vinted. They've got some Leeds bits and some general bits now and launching soon, plus some great prizes just for signing up. This is all powered by a massive Leeds United fan looking to make waves in the online shopping world. So check them out and support your local. And don't forget our mates at Match Bingo. They're smashing it with footy fun. You can get 5 bingo cards for the price of 4 through One Leeds, and you can even deposit just a £5 at a time to join the action. It's a big chance to win whilst having a blast with your fellow Leeds United friends. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Check the links in the description, and let's get on with the video. Well, hello, everybody. How are you doing? My name is Conor McGilligan. What is going on in your world? Let me know in the comment section below. Here we are. It is the Emirates. It is Leeds United taking on Arsenal. One of the big games, everybody. A big game in the calendar, and an interesting one for Leeds United to get themselves into, what sort of tactical Marshall are we going to go for this one? How do we think we'll set up? Well, we know how we are setting up now, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Before we start, everybody, please do us a favor, slap a like on the video. It's great to see all of you in here. And listen, we're going to get into this one right now. It looks like the score's on the doors, everybody, for all of you who are interested when it comes to the Premier League at this moment in time. So obviously, Man City losing against Tottenham Hotspur. We've got Bournemouth beating Wolves. We've got Brentford apparently deservedly beating Villa as well, and Burnley beating Sunderland. Interesting in itself. Obviously, the Championship scores. Have you seen Coventry are beating flipping QPR 7-1? The Championship, everybody. Wooly Whites, hello. Yeah. So listen, we'll get onto the. I'm not going to touch on Ramazani too much because we did a little bit of a reaction video not long ago, so you guys can check that out after this if you're interested. So alongside that, if you wanted to check out some other bits on the channel, you can do, everybody. We have got an instant match reaction coming after this. I am fascinated to hear what you guys think about the lineup. We're going to go through that in just a second, but obviously Largy Ramazani hasn't traveled with the squad today, which I guess when you kind of look at that bench, and especially up against a mighty Saurus bench in Arsenal, you kind of look at it and go, God, that could be aided with a little bit of pace. Leeds United have been heavily linked with Delane Bakwa at Strasbourg as well. Immediately after the Ramazani news, apparently Leeds United are willing to meet the valuation of 35 million quid, which is Strasbourg's obviously valuation. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. But Bakwa coming in would be lovely. I've mentioned previously about Delane Bakwa once again, which is consistently taken out of context, as I have to reiterate on these shows because people will ask me things and quote me wrong. People was saying on social media, Connor, didn't you say you didn't want him? No, that is not what was said. At that moment in time, we were after Pai Zhao, and I wanted Pai Zhao. That was the deal. That was the deal at that moment in time. But Delane Bakwa would be a nice little addition, nice little balance up top, and probably give us a bit of a puncher's chance. Let's get into it. Of Burnley scored again. Wow. Okay. Let's have a quick look at that one. Is that 2 now? Interestingly, they've actually scored 3 during this game, haven't they? If you think about it. Yeah, it is Anthony as well. Cullen and Anthony. They scored 3. 1 was disallowed. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see how the Sunderland fans take that one. Okay, so do you want to get into the lineup then, everybody? Let's get into Arsenal's first. So we'll touch on this. You can get it on screen. Obviously, match stat's not out yet, but Arsenal's team looks very strong. And to me, it screams height and physicality. That back line is 4 centre-backs, and that was made very, very ever-present and obvious by Mr. Pep Guardiola, obviously, who had a back line at one stage of, I believe it was Ake, Akanji. There was Stones in there, wasn't there? And I think there was another centre back in there as well. It might be Ruben Diaz, but it was a back 4, and that was the 4. And it seems like Arteta's taken that, and this is why I am very much of the opinion that physicality is so important in football. It's so important in the Premier League. You look at this lot, they're monsters. Whenever they get a set piece, they are monsters. And I have to say, you look at the back four, and it is quite intimidating. Timber has played at centre back many times. Club and Country, Calafiore's played centre back as well. He's what, 6'3", and Gabriel and Saliba are just monsters. You look at that midfield, Martin Zubimendi, who obviously effectively won Spain the Euros with how good his performance was against England. Rice in there with his set piece delivery. Martin Odegaard, obviously one of the best playmakers in the division. Saka, Madueke, obviously just recently bought, and Victor Gyökeres up top. Now, I'm not going to focus on Arsenal too much, but I think what we do have to do is look at how Farke's set up for this one. Okay, so at the very beginning of proceedings, throughout the week, really, and I've spoken to Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV. I've spoken to multiple Arsenal fans down on the circuit about this and how Leeds should set up. They all knew how Leeds should set up. We all thought we knew how Leeds should set up, and I personally don't think this is the right way. I don't. I hope I'm wrong. But I look at Arsenal and I think to myself, look, it's going to be a tough game anyway. The likelihood is we'll lose this game. That is the bottom dollar. But you give yourself a puncher's chance by setting up in a certain way. And I think Leeds do have the tools to set up in a certain way. Once again, no Dominic Calvert-Lewin in the squad, which makes Leeds' bench look very weak, especially with Ethan Ampadu being omitted from the side. I look at this and I think Pascal has stayed in because I think Farke rates him as a good distributor of the ball from the back, which he is, and he was outstanding the other night as well. I think for Slovenia and for Udinese, he's probably in the top 10 in Europe when it comes to Jakobiol and being in a low block and defending from a low box standpoint. I would have brought Yaka in for this, although I would have loved to have gone to a back three with Rodon, Strauk, and Jakobiol, but I knew that wasn't going to happen. So through gritted teeth, I would have brought Jakobiol back in for this one because I think on the edge of your box, ball coming in consistently, and more importantly, set pieces. Now, what we do have to say is that Pascal's heading per 90 is very, very good. And we mentioned this the other day as well when we were talking about it. But I think really you have to play Jakobiol. You have to play Jakobiol in a game like this. It's low block. He was suspended in the last game. He's going to be coming in cold, but it's a cold game to come into for any defender anyway because they're so good. The back line, fine, no problems with that. But I would have probably put Jakobiol in there. To be honest with you, to match with Rodon just for that low blockiness with those balls coming in. For me anyway, I think Beal defends his box a little bit better than Pascal as well. And then you kind of go into the midfield, and I knew this would happen, but I think seeing it, I'm just a little bit like, whoa, like, I look at it and I think there's two sort of slight players in there in Gruev and Tanaka. And this is Leeds playing out from the back, everyone. We are coming to the Emirates. I know this sounds crazy, but this is happening. We are going to the Emirates to play out from the back. And this isn't me being negative because I think there are solutions in this Leeds United squad. We spoke about our preferred lineup, and obviously we're going to back the boys and we'll get to 5 minutes before kickoff and we'll think we're going to win 3-0. But I would have started Longstaff in this game, and it's because I don't think there is a necessity for Leeds to be on the ball that much. I think, if you're not on the ball, it's going to be a long day for you. But I don't think Sean Longstaff's that bad on the ball that we can't put him in this side. I think that's nonsense. I would have gone for Longstaff in this game because I think he could have been a runner over my other pick as well and get Leeds up the pitch a little bit. But I think him and Mecha would have worked really well in terms of getting the ball to Mecha and Leeds effectively working off him, and not just the front two working off him, but Longstaff as well with the box-to-box runs, which is why we've brought him in. For me, I think this with Peru up top as well. We've spoke about this before, and maybe Farke speaking in some of his press conferences very, very diligently at this moment in time about them playing out from the back, and we're coming into the Premier League to play football instantaneously, guys. That worries me a little bit. Now, hopefully, this works. I think going to Arsenal to play out from the back. I mean, we've seen arguably the best team in the world earlier on today trying to play out from the back and getting caught by Spurs multiple times. I think the Premier League is that good, and Arsenal are that good with a press that I just would have liked us to maybe go a little bit more pragmatic here. I would have liked Farke to adapt, but it feels like with what we're seeing on the pitch right now, the profiles that are in this team, Leeds are going to be playing out from the back because they're not going to go long to your Peru. They're not going to do it. It just won't happen. And I think this is why I would have gone a little bit different. I would have made 3 changes in that lineup, 3, and that's quite a lot. But yeah, I'm interested to see what you guys think on this. And it's not downtrodden. We have to get out of this like sort of immature mindset as well of always saying everything's like negative or too positive. Let's just have a football conversation. I think when you're looking at one of the best pressing teams in the world, I think when you kind of look at Leeds adapting, this is a game you have to adapt to. City, you've got to adapt to these games. The bigger clubs, you've got to adapt to. I think I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong with this, but as a general consensus, I just really hope Farke is going to adapt in these games. And if he's not adapting in these games, it's going to be just in terms of the caliber of player that we've got. We don't have the caliber of player to be able to just be passing through Arsenal. It just will not happen. So yeah, interested to hear your guys' thoughts. Let us know, obviously, in the comment section below with regards to this. As I say, it's not one of those where like I'm downtrodden before it starts. I just probably would have liked Leeds United to maybe go for something of which would have given Leeds United the best chance. And I think those 3 changes, I think Beal, I think Longstaff. Look, guys, I wouldn't start Longstaff in multiple games, but we mentioned when we signed him for specific games, for adaptation purposes, for pragmatism purposes, he works. And I think this is one of those, runners off the number 9. Saw him do that for Newcastle, arriving late, even on the transition when he was defended, being able to get to that box to box really quickly and efficiently with his long legs and athleticism. I think that works. And from set pieces as well, he's 6'2". You've gone with Greve, who's about 5'8", and you've got monsters for Arsenal through set pieces. I think with what we've got, we could go up against this a little bit better. And I think he's gone with like, we will pass out from the back and we will try beat them that way. I just don't see how that works, but I could be wrong, and I've been wrong plenty of times before. Colin says, more than happy with a point today. Connor even settled for a narrow defeat. Yeah, 100%. Leeds Live reported that DCL didn't bother training all summer, even though he was looking for a new club. That all tells you all you need to know about the lad. I'll have to see that, mate, because I'd be stunned if that was the case, if he sat there not training. 3-1 Arsenal. 2-0 Arsenal, as long as we don't concede an early goal. Rice says, I'd have gone Perry, Bogle, Rodon, Strout. You'd have put Rodon in twice, would you, right? But presumably you mean Goodmanson there. I'd have gone Bogle, Rodon, Strout, Goodmanson, Gabriel, Stat, Longstaff, Au, Nonto, Metcha. Yeah, what would you guys have done? No surprise Biel isn't starting, but Strout did a solid last game, 100%. Got it wrong, but been there before where I wasn't impressed with the team, and we've got a result so optimistic, not expecting. I could see Greve starting as Longstaff isn't an 8. Brentford get a win, big win. That in it, Tom. Need you on the old mod duties as well today, Tom. So I want you to be ruthless, mate. If everybody in the chat as well, I'm going to start reminding people during the stream and post stream as well to just adhere to the guidelines a little bit. We've got guidelines on the channel. Tommy and all the mods know this as well. So if you don't adhere to the guidelines, unfortunately, you will be removed. I'll be honest, guys, the last couple of days, I've been very lenient when it's come to certain things that people have been putting in the chat after the videos. And I just thought to myself, I spoke to a very prominent YouTuber the other night, and I just thought, you know what, this isn't happening anymore. Just isn't happening. So it's all well and good having opinions and being respectful in the chat. Let's have a bit of discourse, debate, and discussion. But I'm just not having some of the stuff that I've seen post comments, misquoting me, giving me a little bit of stick in the comment section below, which is just not needed, abusing other people who put comments on screen during it. It's just not happening anymore. I'm going to be a lot more ruthless with the chat. I'm not interested in it. I don't need that, on my watch-alongs, on my rumor mill. It just doesn't need to happen. So we're being a lot more diligent with it now. Dafid, let me fire back to you, Dafid. You've actually put this perfectly in the comment section there, mate, because this is something that severely wound me up the other day. A commenter put something very similar to this. I don't know, it could be yours, could be another account. And they said, Connor, you're always giving Strout plaudits, but you're never giving Perot anything. So I timestamped to this individual the match reaction that we did the other day, where for 4 minutes we were speaking about how brilliant Joel Peru was in the first half. Okay, and I give these comments air, but these are lies. Absolute out and out bollocks. Mind my French. So, guys, I never normally call this sort of stuff out, but let's not just make stuff up. I've got no problem with Joel Peru. Styles make fights, as I've consistently said with Joel Peru. No problem with him. I thought he played really, really well the other day. And if you're actually a follower of the channel and you respect the channel and you listen, because a lot of selective hearers here, you will have heard my praise for Joel Peru. Quite simply today, I don't think it works with Joel Peru because styles make fights in football, 100%, and always have done. I've got no problem with Joel Peru whatsoever. So let's get that started. Thanks, Lee. Appreciate that, mate. I want Farker gone already. Same stubbornness, picks, work rate over talent. What must Longstaff be thinking? See, boy in the bandana. I think that's slightly harsh, but I respect your opinion, buddy. Absolutely respect your opinion. And we will flash it on screen because it's respectful. No worries, buddy. No worries. Thanks for your comment though, and your donation. Seriously, cannot believe Grove is starting. There were times he looked slow with his decision making in the championship. Know how he'd look in the world. Yeah, 100%, mate. Sujal, don't think Connor has ever said. I'd never say it, mate. But unfortunately, like you see these comments, and sometimes it does get to you because it's out and out. It's rubbish. It's lies, and that's what annoys me sometimes. So I was speaking to, as I say, very prominent YouTuber. I speak to a lot of, as you guys know, in the lead space as well. I've got a few YouTube mates in this space, and just said, Connor, just start being a bit more ruthless with it, because you open debate, you open subjectivity and discussion, and you still get people going, "You don't like my opinion, so you ban me," which is absolute bollocks. Never happens. So we've got to police it a little bit more. So sorry, just had a bit of a rant there. Okay, let's move on anyway. Be all aerial ability means he should start. Longstaff for his legs should have started, and Metcha for physicality and counter threat should have started. Horses for coursing. Yeah, that's where I'm at, Chris. That's where I'm at with it. I think defending your box is clearly what BL is exceptionally good at. He's done it for Udinese. He's done it for Slovenia and been one of the top stars in Euro 2024. I think from set pieces, they're going to be a nightmare. They're going to be a nightmare throughout the whole season. They bullied Man United when it came to set pieces. So I just thought we had to compete up against that, and we had to give ourselves a best chance. And you kind of look at the players that we've recruited, right? We brought in Longstaff, okay? We brought in Jacobiol for these sorts of games. It's to compete with these teams as well. Wilder was talking about physicality and Farker focusing on that as well. So I think this team just says to me, I don't know about you guys, I could be wrong, but does anybody think in this game that we're going to go long and direct to Joel Peru? Does anybody think we're going to do that? Where's my straw? There's my straw. Okay. Let's have a look. Burnley 2, Sunderland 0. Yeah, brilliant stuff. Tommy, exactly, mate. Arsenal's first home game, our first away game. Should have gone 5-3-2. Look, let's just hope that this is a surprise to me. Let's hope that, I think what we've got to do is keep it tight for the first 10. Sounds very Neil Warnock, but you've got to keep it tight for the first 10. You've got to be strong from set pieces, but set pieces are now becoming, I think anyway, in the modern game, set pieces are just becoming a weapon. They're becoming a literal weapon of mass destruction. So, and that's what Arsenal utilize, the best team in the Premier League at doing that. So with 4 centre-backs effectively at the back and Timber there, who's good in the air as well, only small, but he's got a really good leap on him. Calafiore, who obviously is very decent in the air as well, in the back too. And then obviously Rice, to be fair to him, sticks on corners, doesn't he? But then you've got Gyökeres up top. Yeah, I don't know. I think when you're going up against a team who is coined set piece city, you've got to put some physical players on the pitch. And when we have that in Metcha, when we have that in Longstaff, and we have that in Beal, just get them on the pitch. Get them on. Sheffield United lost again. I saw that, mate. I saw that. Hello, Connor. Hi, mate. How's it going? Nah, I think we'll try play through the lines, mate. Yeah, so you think, yeah, okay, man. I mean, I'm just interested. I could be wrong. But just with that starting 11, I can't see us going direct. Evening, Connor. Looking forward to the game. Like and subscribe to the best channel. Thank you, buddy. Sean says, hey, Connor, sorry if I misspelled your name. If Ramazani does go out, who would you like to come in and replace him? I think the big one, mate, is Delaney Bakwa at Strasbourg now. He seems to be the one that they're looking at, which is decent. I put something out there the other day and earlier on as well about Rama. I'm just sad by how it's ended. I'm just sad. I think there is a real player in there, so that's kind of why I hope we loan him out. And I hope at some stage we are then going to, be able to get him back and see what he's about. Hopefully he's developed. Hopefully he goes to a Birmingham. He goes to Sheffield United. I was mentioning this on the video. Goes to Championship, tears it up, gets 4 minutes, comes back a different player. Or not a different player, but a more developed player, an enhanced Ramazani, of which some of the attributes are that Mr. Farker obviously doesn't like, which is fine. It's horses for courses, isn't it? So yeah. Let's have a look what you guys say in the comment section below. They're all flying in. Thank you so much. Scott with the 249. Cheers, Scott. Top man. Farker publicly said we weren't ready until the international games. This lineup suggests he's prepared to lose. Score prediction, Connor. Harry, my heart says 1-1. My head says 4-0. Arsenal. Sorry. I was a lot more sort of I was a lot more, I don't know. And this is Emmett's brought a good point as well. Again, our fight this season isn't with the likes of Arsenal. It's with Sunderland, Burnley, West Ham, Brentford, Wolves, and maybe an Everton. I'm very confident of survival. Yes, that is true, Emmett. I think, as I've said, Emmett, right at the very beginning of this show, you do have to pick up some unlikely points, though. You do have to pick up some wins of which we're not expected to. That does have to happen if you're trying to stay up at this moment in time, 100%. Because I don't think you're going to win all the obvious ones, So I think there's got to be a bit of an outlier in there. And I think I think what we've got to look at with this is that potentially, with the lineup, you're going to see Farker adapt and he's going to be pragmatic and there's going to be a difference in styles of play. The only thing that's upset me about this initially is this tells me that in every single game, we're going to try play it out from the back, which I think in the Premier League, with the caliber of players that we've got, even with Okafor, with DCL, even if we go and get backward, I think you've got to be a little bit cute than that. Hi, Nigel. How's it going? Yeah. 100%. 100%. Hope you realize how much the large community loves and appreciates your call. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it just sometimes, James, it just, as Sakamoto says, I've heard you call Peru an assassin and compliment his finishing. It's not just about, me turning around here and saying, oh, everybody compliment. It's not like that. You guys know that. I try to provide a service of which you guys enjoy. You get it for free. But sometimes I'm very loose with, I only got, most YouTubers have guidelines in their chat. I only got guidelines like 2 weeks ago. I've had this channel for 6 years. So I try open the forum, but sometimes when I open the forum and leave comments in and I'm like, do you know what, actually, you're going, I'm not having that. Like, no. So yeah, I appreciate that, everybody. I appreciate it. Selective hearing. That's exactly what it is. Another loss for Sheffield United while they have problems. Evening, Connor lad. Indeed. Hi, IMW. How's it going, mate? I hope Stack isn't on corners again. He's 8'2". Steve says, can anyone trust Farker anymore? He came out defending to the hilt for Ramazani, and we have known for ages he doesn't trust him. We'll take everything with a pinch of salt. That is up to that is harsh words from Stevie there. Lee says, evening, Connor, rent paid. Come on, Leeds. Yeah, guys, do us a favor as well. Slap a like on it. Slap a like on him. I really appreciate that. Thank you. We can't go toe-to-toe with Arsenal. Show them the respect they deserve, or it weakens us. Clark, I completely disagree with that. I think that's fine, mate. But no, no. No, you do not want to show them the respect. That is the exact opposite of what you should do, in my opinion. You need to be hard to beat. You need to frustrate them. You need to get to 20 minutes 0-0. Start feeling round the ball a little bit. Getting yourself after there's probably going to be a bit of an onslaught for the first 20 minutes. You keep yourself in the game. You're strong. No, mate, not for me. You don't show them respect. You do the exact opposite. You show them disrespect. You slow the game down. You try win free kicks. You halt momentum. You do not show them respect. That's the worst thing you can do. And it's that's Clarky. That is probably the most defeatist comment I've seen, mate. We can't go toe to toe with Arsenal. Show them respect, or it weakens us. It definitely doesn't weaken us. Not for me, mate. You stylistically can go up against Arsenal. They're not completely unbeatable, but let's not go into the game automatically thinking it's done. We can't compete with them. There's a style and a way of which you can frustrate Arsenal. But mate, I have to say I disagree with that. Brilliant Burley win, lad. It was indeed. Yes, so Jal, I know, mate, I know. Mike's in the building. Hi, Mike. Let's go, Connor. Surprised at the lineup with Grove in the middle, obviously because of Ampadu injury, but shows we need additions. Agree with you, mate. Mark says, I can't believe Grove is in. Dale, Burnley fan here, buzzing. We got the win. Yeah, man. Well done. Tough game for Leeds tonight. 2 or 3-0 Arsenal. It will be a tough one. It will be a tough one tonight. I can't deny that. But well done. well done to Burnley. It's a very good win today and a clean sheet as well. Burnley carrying on that form. Thank you as well, Dominic. Really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. Getting the faces. We need to make it niggly. Yeah, I agree. That's kind of where I'm at. If Leeds can just stay in the game, we're up in their face, Arteta's bouncing along the line and getting in the referee's ear and all this sort of stuff. We're strong from set pieces. The set pieces are going to be really difficult because of who we've got on the pitch. And that is ultimately down to Farke. I know he's going to win the game, but the game is based for Arsenal a hell of a lot, as we saw towards the back end of last season, on set pieces. And there's about 7 of them who are massive. So yeah, I thought Longstaff been on there. I thought Metch been on there, who I think's a really good holder of the ball and really good in the air. He's got a good leap on him as well. And I thought Beale. I mean, ultimately, Beale's the best defender we've got in the air when you look at the statistics. He's the best. So as much as Strauch is good in the air, you'd think that maybe Beale would come in for this one. And he wasn't injured, was he? So it's not like he's coming in completely cold. Hi, Niall. How's it going, mate? Oh, no, Clark, I agree, mate. I agree. I agree, but you can't show them respect, mate. That's you can show them respect. They're going to absolutely drill us, mate. You've got, it's not a case of, I think what you're trying to say, Clarky, is don't show them respect. By showing them respect, you're effectively not going route one. You're effectively not going direct. So I get what you're saying there, mate. We're getting backward Beck and Mitro still. Don't think so. And Alexandra says, "Hi Connor, how are you looking? How am I looking, Alexandra? Thank you for asking. I think I'm playing. I'm looking okay. I don't know. The hairline's still there for now. So yeah." Kurt Anderson says, "Farke's lineup, does that show that you can't adapt the beginning of the end for Farke?" Yeah, I think not the beginning of the end for me yet, mate. And I say yet there because I always think statistically with Premier League managers, they always struggle to get through a season, especially those in and around the bottom. But I think me and the chat have just been talking. It's been a very good chat tonight as well so far. And I think everybody's in agreement that this kind of look, you kind of look at it and you think to yourself, there's maybe a little bit of pragmatism that we've got to look at there, I think. Let's have a look what you guys say. Jamie from the Patreon. Hi, Jamie. Says, we've got 15 minutes as well, everybody. Make sure you're in here. Make sure you're slapping a like on the video. Please make sure you do that. Ben's here as well. This line was not very promising for Farke adapting. It seems like a lot of you guys saying the same thing here. Farke, quick to mention, being defensively solid. We know that's why Gruev is in. But in what way, Jamie? In what way? Because as I've just mentioned, when they are so focused as an opposition on set pieces, and Longstaff will naturally be better in the air. And if you're playing a little bit more route one, you can use Longstaff off Metcher. And we know Peru isn't great in the air. We all know that. So I am a little bit confused by it. I get the whole defensive side of things, but there's a way to set up defensively as well. You got to set up in a way to defend against certain oppositions as well. Man United will try cut you open with Cunha and Mbuemo. You're going to get Manchester City really trying to hurt you in the pockets, the half spaces with Marmoush and Shirky. You're going to get maybe Newcastle being a little bit more dynamic out wide. The likes of Alanga and Gordon. You've got to set up defensively in different ways against these teams as well. Arsenal, as well as being an unbelievable team, are also exceptionally good with the ball in the air, and they can definitely vary it when it comes to going direct, but also pressing you out from the back. The thing with Gruev is if we're building out from the back, I don't see what defensive solidity in this game he gives you. I'm not sure there's that much protection. I don't think he's press resistant. Size-wise, he's going to struggle in there. However, I mean, look, up against Martin Zubamendi, they're probably around about the same height, maybe up against Odegaard. So, I don't know. We'll wait and see. I do think Ampadu is a big loss for this game as well, though, like Sarah said. But, look, I said to you guys that it's going to get to 15 minutes, and I'm going to turn around and say we're going to win the game. So, yeah, as I say, everybody, slap a like on the video. And listen, guys, absolutely fantastic stuff. I'm just going to get into the match bingo for this game week as well, everybody. As you guys know, we are sponsored by Match Bingo. We're sponsored by the brilliant lads over there. And it's really cool, guys. It's a really cool app. It's interactive. You can get 5 cards for the price of 4 on there as well. If you just look over there, 25 quid, 50 quid. all of them. So make sure you get involved, everybody. Match Bingo in the chat. I've picked mine up. And listen, you can get it on the App Store as well. The fantastic lads at BetMate do sponsor the video as well, everybody. Get involved with those down there. 7 players every single week. I'm involved in this pot for this game week. Make sure you do so, everybody. It's a £5 in or £3 in or whatever you want to say, whatever you want to use, I should say. And by doing that, you know, £3 in, £5 in, £10 in, you can get involved in all these pots. You pick 7 players. If those 7 players win, you win 650 quid. You win 2 grand, 3 grand. So much available. Link in the description below as well. We've got OK Jersey, everybody. We've got 10 shirts coming this week. We did a giveaway last week. 5 of you got the replicas for absolutely free. Get on over there. Link in the description below. And the main sponsors, the big sponsors for this year as well, it's my good pals at Shop GNO, everybody, and the Job Match Group. Check them out. If you're struggling for work, the Job Match Group is fantastic, ran by a Leeds United fan. And also, Shop GNO is an e-commerce site. 5% cheaper rates that you can list your shop on this e-commerce site. Shop GNO, everybody, ran by a Leeds United fan. Go on there. You can buy for cheap, and obviously you can sell at a really good rate as well. Ran by a Leeds fan in this space and a big subscriber and fan of the channel. Make sure you do that, everybody. Okay, hi, Connor. Maybe Farker wants Peru to drop deep and put James or Nonso through on the break. Yeah, Henry, that's not a bad shout, mate. I think, do you know what? I tell you what, something that we can hang our hat on, if we are going long, Mr. Joel Peru did actually quite well against Everton, didn't he? But he dropped deep. But what you're going to have to do is if the ball is turned over quickly, so if you've got, let's say, Nonso and James gambling on that ball with Peru, if he's able to, you know, I've mentioned before that they need to be both off and very close to Joel Peru because Saliba and Gabriel are going to be all over him like a rash. You need to be very, very close to him, but also that recovery, because if they nick the ball off you, you've then got 2 of the wingers playing off Joel Peru, and then they've got to recover, and then you're on transition. You're getting transitioned, and they've got about 7 or 8 players bombing on forward, and you've got 3 players out the game. So you've just got to be a little bit cute with it. You've got to be a little bit cute with it. So, okay, with the app loud. Oh, did you guys hear it? So I didn't hear that app. I didn't hear it. So we'll play it again. In fact, no, we won't play it again. Apologies. I cannot hear that. I did not hear the Match Bingo video. So there you go. That is very loud, actually. Hold on. Let me just put it down. There we go. Is it gone? Is it gone? Yeah. So 100%. Apologies for that. Yeah, that came through quite loud, apparently. It shouldn't have done, but it has. So apologies. Gabe says, we are rubbish, Blades fan. Yeah, what happened, man? What happened? Is it gone again? Now, where is DCL tonight? Not in the squad. No, he hasn't. He hasn't. Yeah, I think it's... the ad comes on really loud. Right, okay. Is this a little bit better?
Let's go.
Is that a little bit better? Was that better? Yeah, hopefully it was, everybody. Much better. That's better. Good stuff. Good stuff. Great. That's good stuff. Thank you, everybody. Apologies. Sometimes it just comes through on here and it is, yeah, it's very, 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 very loud. But yeah, guys, check out our sponsors. Links in the description for all of them. They've been fantastic for us. So thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you in here as well. Right, I tell you what, Paul Brunton, great to see you in here as well, everybody. I got the Magic says the hate on Pro is crazy. There's no hate in here, mate. So I don't really know what you're on about there. And everybody in the chat has been very respectful to Pro. So don't know where that's come from, but you know, it is what it is. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But there is no hate on Peru. I think people are just intelligently looking at it and thinking to themselves, this might not work. Okay. Nige, sorry about your ears, mate. Sorry. I wouldn't go with that setup Farker is going with today, but I think the system needs a good test exposure. Arsenal won't be Arsenal yet as Gyökeres and Eze aren't out there. But yeah, I mean, Gyökeres, you got to look at him, haven't you? And you got to think there's a player there which we can get in and around. I thought when you were kind of looking at Beal, I thought him, especially against those two, I thought he'd have worked really, really well. But I thought, maybe like a Havertz, he'd have struggled a little bit because he'd been dragged out of position. Havertz, I think, is a little bit more mobile of the two, isn't he? And then obviously you've got Gyökeres, but I'd have loved to have seen Beal up against him. I wonder when Beal's going to come in now. I do wonder. Okay, sorry, I don't see it. Just 3-0. Up the arse. Yeah, indeed. Hey, I've just noted the stadium change. Do you like it, mate? Do you like it? These things take longer than you think. The stadium change. The Arsenal one looks really nice, though, doesn't it? It looks way better than the. Yeah, I think it looks way better than the other one. To be honest with you, my Leeds one. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it'd look better with the Leeds stadium like in the dark? Do you think that would look better? I'm not sure. But yes, everybody do slap a like on the video. Really appreciate all of your constant support. What would you do with Harrison? Nothing really, mate. Nothing. What would you do with Harrison? Look at that, Burnley up to 11th. So that's all of the teams now. All of the teams, all the promoted teams have all got 3 points. It's mad, isn't it? Crazy stuff. Bournemouth getting a win as well. I think Brentford got a win as well, didn't they, everybody? Which is slightly frustrating. I think Atara as well. He scored, didn't he? Atara, obviously. Eze's just been wheeled out as well. Do you know? I hated this when. Do you all remember when like we were playing Man United and it was near the beginning of the season? It was their first home game, and they. Do you remember that happening? And do you remember? Do you remember when they wheeled out Varane and they were all really excited? This is the sort of Eze feeling I'm getting right now. And they all wheeled him out and they were like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" They all get excited and they're all buoyed by it. I'm kind of thinking to myself now, is that going to be the same thing? Where they're all just buzzing and Eze's there? God's sake. Okay. I'd have had Harrison pop over to the shops to get the drinks. Gummers has got his handful today. Does Connor have mates who support Man United? I do, Bart, unfortunately. Ash says, I remember you saying we signed Gyökeres from Cov in our relegation season. I think Cov had a couple of decent players there, didn't they? Obviously, I think they just got to the playoff final. I wasn't sure, though. I can't remember. Obviously, O'Hare was in there, wasn't he? And then obviously you had Gyökeres, and yeah, Gyökeres was doing very, very well. I think he's a little bit overhyped. He'll score 4 today, probably. Now I've said that, but I do think he's a little bit overhyped. I think he'll do okay this season, but yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Gyökeres. I think he's good, but yeah, I think he's still got a lot to prove. Yeah, but I do remember that one. That's exactly the one I mean, mate. But here we go, everybody. Listen, it's what it's about, innit? Do you know what the upsetting thing about this is, everybody? I can't listen to a thing. I can't listen to the atmosphere and anything like that, because I work these. Obviously, this is technically my job, and I'm very blessed that this is my job. But I can't hear any of this because if I put this on, it's copyright. So I can't hear any of the atmosphere ever. Like, I had to go back after the game against. I had to go back after the game against Everton and just like relive the atmosphere. So, but guys, what we will be doing is we will get the scoreboard up, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Leeds United in the Premier League, the second game. Can we win again? Who knows? We've done it before against Arsenal. But listen, we'll get everything up right now in terms of everything that you guys need to get involved. So we've got the scoreboard compressed just above my head here. And yeah, we're nearly into it. They've got all the flamethrowers and all this sort of stuff, which is very exciting from an Arsenal perspective. Look how light it is. Those summer nights, eh? I was Danny Zuko in Texas Grammar School, 2010 production of Greece. So those summer nights, if you know, you know. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you're going to think I'm a weirdo, which I am quite weird anyway. But I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on there. But yes, so we have a manual clock, everybody. The absolute fantastic way of technology, eh? So listen, if you want to get your dibbers and your dabbers, if you want to get yourself sort of lined up with me, you can do that on the pre-match, on the clock and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, we'll get going as soon as the match kicks off, obviously, and you can adjust your headsets to that. So there you go. Come on, Leeds! Connor, you can wear headphones watching the game and not be copyright struck. Yeah, still not sure how to do that, mate. I have got the earphones on, but I just don't want it to be playing through that. So, and me talking to you guys is quite difficult. Chris Allen with the OK jersey. Chris, we're not doing the. You can't keep doing this, Chris. You can't keep saying OK jersey, but it's good. It's good for their brand, isn't it? It's very good. Rye says 2-2. Good to see you in here, Rye. Craig says, can't believe Grover's in for this one. We can't go into any game without thinking we'll win. No give. Listen, I go into every game for some reason thinking we'll win. I genuinely do. I might have criticisms, but yeah, of course, I'm very excited. So come on, Leeds. Come on, the boys. Right, let's get into their lineup. Okay, so let's get into Arsenal's lineup. We've got it on screen right now. Okay, so what do we have? We have a pretty good Arsenal side. Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiore, Odegaard, Martin Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Saka, Gyökeres, Madueke, Leeds United on the other side. Everybody, we've got Jadon Bogle, Joe Rodon, Strout, Goodmanson, Tanaka, Gruev, Stack, James, Peru, and Nonso. Stick with me through this, everybody, and we will have your instant match reaction where we get more of your thoughts after the game as well. I got it right about Gruev and Peru. Yeah, man, I think a lot of people have done, haven't they? 2-2, 3-2. Get your score predictions in. Chopper Dave's just not expecting points. But excited to see what Stack and Nonso link up potential Willie shows up in these games. Oak, Fort, or Metcha to score. Meanwood Whites. Come on, good to see you in here, Russ. Yeah. Cov scoring for fun without Gyökeres. 7-1. Cov fans. Finn, the Cov fan in here. Madueke's tall as well, isn't he? How tall's Madueke? Madueke height. David O'Leary sitting in the Arsenal side, scumbag. Joking. 1.82 meters in feet. Madueke looks tall. No, he's not actually. He's literally the complete opposite. I don't know why he looked tall there. 2-0, 5-1. 1-1. Hi, Matt. I'll respond to your WhatsApp soon as well, buddy. Sorry. 1-1. Deary me. 2-2. Richard Carr. I think they've had someone pass, haven't they? Which is a shame. Tommy, are you in here, lad? Tommy K. Mods, can we have a here? Can we have a here, please? Here, if you are here. I don't know if that. I think we've only got about 7 anyway, but some of them will have lives. But I think Tommy might be in here. Come on, Leeds. Come on. Do you know what the ironic thing is about my main mod, Tommy? Tommy is a Forest fan, which is hilarious. Head says 2-2. 2-0 to Arsenal. Hart would take a draw. Tommy, C-Med, mate. He's still in here and still coming here and doing what he did last time, mate. That's capital C-M-E-D, mate. On the list, please. Josh as well. Jamie in here. C, capital C, capital M-E-D. Right, let's go, everybody. We're about to get going. Boom, we're on. Woo. What is that drinking vessel, Jason? That is yerba mate, mate. Yerba mate. Stevie, you did, mate. What I'll do is I'll write a list of your name down, Stevie. I'll get you down as well, mate. I found a different way to actually make you a mod. I basically was trying to search for usernames last time and it didn't work. But I can actually go on YouTube and press your name and basically make you a mod. So that's good. Come on, Leeds. Stevie, I've got you down there as well, mate. Cheers, Tom. Right. Leeds pressing. Raya on the ball. Playing out from the back. Peru pressing on Saliba there. Leeds pressing quite high there. Gyökeres, first touch. Really good touch by Gyökeres. Really good touch. Yeah, it was nice that, to be fair to him. Strout did well. It's an Arsenal throw, but really well played by Gyökeres there. Great touch. We saw him down the line, and yeah, that was mustard, that, to be fair, from a centre forward. Timber plays the ball back. Why is Marsh at the game? I didn't see Marsh there. Ollie Birkin says 1-1. Martin Zubimendi on the ball. Rice, who's dropped into a back two. Odegaard. Yeah, Leeds are just going to have to play against the ball a lot here. Gabriel coming forward, just avoid the set pieces. It looks so light in Arsenal, as if Arsenal's like territory in London. It looks very. Is it Islington? I think it's Islington, isn't it? Or is it just Highbury? I'm not sure. I'm rubbish with London. Right. Okay. Okay. I don't know who sent me that message, but yeah, thanks on. We will permanent ban. Madueke, ball in. First little test for Leeds. Good stop there by Lucas Pelly. Gary Neville on Sky commentary. Always good, mate. Always good. Yeah, who knows? Who knows, guys? Good to see you in here, Matt. Wooly White as well. Leeds 2, Arse 1. Let's hope so. Okay, a bit of head volley tennis there. Arteta already remonstrating on the side. But yeah, this is going to be a lot against the ball, isn't it? I think we're all aware of that. 2-0 Arsenal off the corners. Yeah, I mean, that would be an obvious one, wouldn't it? But who knows? Hopefully we can nick it. Leeds. Oh, we nearly nicked it. We nearly nicked it high there, Dan James. Tanaka nearly nicks it, but Calafiori comes away. Lots of Leeds players up the pitch here. And here come Arsenal. Madueke on the ball on that left-hand side up against Jayden Bogle. He's got the overlap of Calafiori. Plays in Calafiori. Ball into the box. Blocked out and well perceived there by Joseph of Rodenshire. Jayden Bogle. Dan James on the ball now. Dan James has to take care of it. Does so. Well done. Tanaka gives it away, but Leeds win a throw-in. Higher up the pitch, 3 minutes in. Al Tanaka been focused on. Obviously, we know that the big man Declan Rice is a fan of him as well, isn't he? So that's always nice to hear. But this is going to be interesting. So Leeds on the ball. Okay, here we go. Leeds on the ball. We're starting out with Lucas Perry, who, oh my God, just so nearly got closed down by Odegaard there. So Leeds go long and once again, well, obviously we can't win it because we've got Peru up front against just monsters. So the ball was played long there. So this is where Leeds are going to struggle a little bit, I think. Ball played up again. Can Peru win it? 2 balls up. Nope. Straight to Saliba. But Leeds do win a throw-in. But there you go, everybody. See, so Perry is looking to go long, I think, because he's just going to be closed down. But Peru's just not going to win those headers. So it's all about the second balls. All about those second balls. Get out the way, Arteta. Get out the way, man. Does he do your guys' head in as well? Arteta, man. Just go. Look at him. He's literally on Gabriel Goodmanson's touch. Anton Stack. Gabby Goodmanson. Blocked. Timbers on the ball. Leeds press. I don't think we'll be able to do this for the whole game. I can't deny it. Yeah, it's going to be quite difficult. Dan James, horrendous protecting of the ball there. Gives it straight to Declan Rice. Really poor from Dan James. Madueke on the left-hand side. Odegaard, chance for Arsenal. Blocked by Joe Rodon. Tanaka on the ball. Closed down by 3 Arsenal players, harried, and they've got it off him. Very, very. I mean, that was men versus boys there. Saliba just hunted Tanaka down, and the recovery was pretty emphatic there by Arsenal. Saliba on the ball, Calafiori. Arsenal building into the game now, but Dan James has got to be careful there. And we know this about Dan, especially at Premier League level. He's got to take care of the ball better. Has to, and that's kind of why we were talking, about if Okafor was to come in, would there potentially be like a bit of a replacement for Dan James at a certain stage, just literally because the protecting of the ball is so imperative. Dan can't just give the ball away like that, especially against a team like Arsenal. But even against a team like Sunderland, with the greatest of respect, and West Ham, it's still a very, very quality league. So Odegaard turns inside, goes past Anton Stack, looking for the ball out wide. Saliba. Going to be tough. Arteta is, yeah. Your live must be delayed. I'm 4 minutes in. Really? I mean, well, I'm on 5:18. I'm on 5:18. Okay, Leeds. Stat gives it away. Leeds win it back. Gruev gives it away. Twice Leeds give the ball away, and it's to the most dangerous player. It's Saka. Saka up against Goodmanson. Goodmanson does really well. Really good defending up against Saka 1v1. Tanaka wins it back, and of course the referee's going to give it Arsenal's way after a very, very simple combative tackle there, of which both players went down. And this is set pieces, but that was brilliant from Gabby Goodmanson. That is not a free kick in a month of Sundays. Twice on a Sunday, 3 times. Zubimende couldn't go anywhere. He waited for Goodmanson any touch, and he just flopped to the deck. No way is that a foul. Rice over it. First set piece for Arsenal. The Giants are in the box. How can Leeds defend this? Rice doesn't go in the box. He goes straight to Saka. Saka up against Willian Yonto. Backed up there. Leeds do well to push Arsenal out, but they come again. William Saliba. Odegaard. Ball in again. They've kept the big men up. Anton Stack heads away. Leeds are forced to get out by Joe Rodon, but it's coming all the way back again. This is why I think it's nigh on impossible, especially against a team this good. But like whenever it gets to, when Leeds are getting out the area, like, Tanaka's had it, Gruev's had it, we've got to hold on to it as much as we can. Win a free kick, buy a foul. It's very hard when you don't have the ball to be able to do this, but that's what you've got to do. It's imperative. That's what you have to do. You have to do these things. Ball over the top anyway. Saka up against Goodmanson again. This is just going to become a thing, isn't it? He's the one we highlighted. Goodmanson, Odegaard with loads of space on the edge of the area. Strikes just wide. Arsenal getting closer. It's dangerous. Odegaard getting a lot of space. They need to get tighter on him. They need to get tighter on him. That ball from Saliba is constantly going out to Saka, who's their most dangerous player by a country mile. I think he's a brilliant player, Saka. Stack just closes him down. Leeds have got to hold the ball up as much as they can here. So we've had 2 long balls now, of which naturally Peru's not been able to hold on to. Leeds go long again, but it is a mid pass here to Gabby Goodmanson. Peru loses the ball. They've got it back again. Goodmanson. It's got to get a feel of the ball here, Leeds. I know it's hard, but we've got to. Perry on the ball. Oh, Jesus Christ. Plays the ball out of play. Bogle keeps it in, gives it straight to Madueke. Leeds are rattled here. I mean, they're not rattled as such, but we're trying to play the ball out from the back. And Bogle's booked. This is exactly not what you wanted. Perry looking for options. It's hard for him. He's been closed down, and yeah, we're trying to play. I think it's a stupid way of playing this. We said it at the start, and that is a yellow card. That is a yellow card as well. And Arsenal have got a set piece in a very dangerous position. You just got to play to your strengths, and we're not doing it. It's just, I think it's just, I don't understand it. I don't understand why we've lined up like this. I don't get it. We're trying to, when Perry's gone long twice, it's to Peru, and he's struggling to hold it up, as we all know he would do. It was a different game state against Arsenal. He was able to drop into that pocket a little bit because Arsenal's midfield wasn't offering any protection. So Peru was able to do that. You've got Zubamendi just sitting in front of Arsenal's defense here. Odegaard over the ball anyway. Free kick. Ball played into the area, out by Jayden Bogle, obviously on a yellow card right now, and it's an Arsenal yellow. I don't expect us to be playing unbelievable, guys, but it's just how you start, how you play games, isn't it? Like, at least give yourself a chance. Look, it's 0-0, isn't it? So this isn't negative whatsoever. Leeds have here we go, that's better. Leeds push Arsenal all the way back. But yeah, we do look very, very, very nervy here. And here come Arsenal again. Saka up against Goodmanson. This is just an onslaught. Saka ball into the box, far post. Dan James eventually gets back, but Calafiori shouldn't be that far ahead of him. Calafiori goes down in the box, then gets up. Referee does nothing. Declan Rice puts the ball into the box. Saka misses it by an inch. I don't know if I can do this for the next however many minutes, guys. This is just, we kind of knew it would be this, but we're not protecting the ball well enough. We're not holding on to it. Saka's just, and it's not Goodmanson's fault, bless him. He's just I can't believe Calafiori's gone down there. Give him a card. Soft git. Ball played in by Rice. It's unlucky that Saka's an inch from it. It's never a foul. It's never a foul. Look at him. Look at the state of it, man. Nonto loses it now. Every time the highlight package comes back on, Leeds have lost the ball. Stack. Leeds just need a feel of it here. Just need a feel of it. Gruev, Stack. Peru does well there. Can Lee just get well done? Gruev. Okay, goes back. Strout. Okay, Lee's playing really well there. That's better. Stacking a little bit of space. Can you find Dan James? Dan James on the overlap. Leeds have played the way out of position there. Pick the right pass, Dan. No, he's going on his left. He's going on his left. I don't know why he does that. They're in a really good position there. He loves going in on that left foot. But little good attempt there from Leeds. But Bogle had got on the overlap and he was in there. But Dan cuts in on that left. He loves doing it, doesn't he? But this is better from Leeds. Hold on to the ball a little bit. Let's not go all the way back to Perry here. Come on. Rodon, be confident on the ball if you can. Let's get a feel. Strout, pressed by Odegaard. And we've gone all the way back to Perry. This is the problem because now we're gonna have to go long to Peru. Here we go. Long to Peru. Can he do it? No. No. It's just pointless. It's fucking stupid. I don't understand. Sorry, it just frustrates me when you know, you can work this. We can work this. We've got the profiles to work this. And it's just frustrating sometimes when you just seen Perry do the same thing. But Leeds have forced Gabriel to put the ball out for a throw in. And we've got through the first 10 minutes, everybody. We've got through the 10 minutes, which is good. But in possession, I know it's going to be very difficult, but it'd be great to see Leeds just like slow the game down. Gruev. I mean, my head's just got up. We were in their half and we've gone all the way back to Perry again. Arsenal are going man for man in the final third here. Perry's going to have to go long again here. And he's gone to Peru again, number 4. No, it's not Peru this time. It was Nonto, but yeah, I don't know what he's shouting at, Farker. I don't know what he's shouting at here. It's your instruction, mate. This is you know, and we've started okay here. We've started okay, but it's yeah. We just, you know, and we cannot put ourselves in a standard against Arsenal. This is a team who might win the Premier League, but there's just a way Leeds can play here. There's just a way I think, yeah, we can. And Perry going long to Peru, we just can't hold the ball up. We cannot hold the ball up. Stack. Leeds block. Gruev. Dan James, can you keep hold of it? Can Leeds keep hold of the ball? It's like a hot potato at the minute. Gruev. Go forward, Gruev. He kills Leeds so much by going backwards all the time. Perry with decent distribution there. Goodmanson wins it. Can Peru? No. Saliba puts him out the way. Nonto does really well there against Timber and then wins a foul. No, loses the ball. Oh, this ref's a fucking knobhead as well. Mind my language. Mind my language, but he's got Arteta on speed dial. Anytime they go down, he cannot wait to give it. Cannot wait to give it. It's never a foul. Well, it might be actually, to be fair. It probably is. Well, it's still 0-0, which is good. Odegaard's down, which is probably good for Leeds. Do us a favour, everybody. Slap a like on the video. Thank you. Pat Kelly says Brentford did, but they didn't look great. Villa look off it. Connor, West Ham are you know what? So bad, and Wolves are so beatable. Hard game for us. Love a draw. Indeed, mate. Set piece for Arsenal. Come on, Leeds. Come on. Let's defend this. It's awful games like this, isn't it? It's like an FA Cup game. It shouldn't be like this football. It really shouldn't be like the levels between the two teams. It's just gargantuan, isn't it? Declan Rice over it. Ball in. Oh, someone's gone down. Header, just wide. Someone's gone down, though. I never like to see that because I always just think, okay, it's all right. Looks okay. Looks okay. Leeds move on. Arsenal win the set piece, but we live to fight another set piece. I cannot believe it's crazy that we're building out from the back, innit? Strout, Perry. Strout's going to get caught. We're going to get caught. And we've got fucking caught. Oh my God! You oh, Connor, just you we're trying to play out from the back against one of the best teams in the world. And we've just got caught, and Gyökeres should have scored. And look how stupid that is. Look how simple that is. You know? Saliba. As I say, guys, context. 0-0 against Arsenal, 16 minutes in. It's been a relatively good start, but it's just the style. The style of this is it's really difficult for Leeds here. Really, really difficult. It's just the build-up from the back. The build-up from the back is what's creating chances for Arsenal. The build-up from the back. Their chance or their mass possession is being caused by our build-up from the back. Odegaard plays the ball over here. Timber. Madueke. Declan Rice. Odegaard, who's getting a lot of the ball here. Saka. Timber on the overlap. Leeds standing strong. Timber. Odegaard. Run being made. Stack marshalling. Good tackle. Well done, Leeds. Well done. Good defending. Good defending. That was better. Standing your ground, frustrating Arsenal. Much better. Much better. Mid block. As I say, like I think you know, in the middle of the park, we look decent. We look decent in the middle of the park. We look, you know, a team who's got some good combinations in there. Peru's just, as we all expected, just getting gobbled up. He's getting absolutely gobbled up. And here come Arsenal again. The overlap's there. Gyökeres on the overlap. Well done, Jayden Bogle. Brilliant tackle. But he's got no options here. He's going to have to go long. Well done, Jayden Bogle. Defended by Calafiore, Leeds throw. But all of these problems are coming from Leeds' distribution from the back. It's all coming from that. It's all coming from our build-up. Actually, in you know, when it comes to midfield versus midfield here and on the transition, we're looking okay. We're looking okay. But well, Peru has done well there. He's done really well there. Can we go again? Dan James gets bundled over. Leeds free kick. Better from Peru. First time he's held it up in 18 minutes. First time he's done it. Much better. Can he do that a little bit more? It's hard for him. I feel for him up against those two Goliaths. But there's no out ball here for Leeds. But Tanaka, we're going to have to go back to Perry again, and Perry's going to go long. Here we go. All the way back to Perry, and Perry will go long to Peru. Presumably. Here we go. No. Okay, he's gone to Goodmanson. Well done. Goodmanson knocks it on. Oh, Nonto nearly got it there. Nonto's got it back. Chance for Leeds. Stack. Find James. No, he's gone too late, I think. I think he's gone too late. James. Oh, no, James. Dan James, just locking that brain, Dan. Bogle on the overlap, and James is just rash. He's really rash there. Bogle's on the overlap. He's got space. Madueke's not followed him. He's not followed him, and James just gone for a shot. Oh, there was a chance. The best chances Leeds have had so far have come on that side. We've not done much from it. But this is interesting because we're a small team here. We're a small team. Stacks on the corner again. But Leeds corner. Can something be made out of this? I think this is going to be tough. Goodmanson's in there. Stack over it. Ball in. Oh, what a save! Oh, what a save! Who was it? Of course, it's Pascal Strout. Oh, that was it. Brilliant ball in from... Look at that for a ball from Anton Stack. Oh, Strout. It's a good save by David Raya. Leads his first opportunity in the game, 20 minutes in. Pascal gets a really good connection on it. Either side of Raya, it's 1-0. Either side of it. Like our only defender who can head the ball. Pascal, it's a brilliant save from David Raya. Another corner to Leeds. Oh, what a delivery that was by Stack. Can we do that again? Timber's all over Strout. Ball in again. It's a poor ball this time from Strout. We just can't get consistency, can we? And James gets in the way of Nonto. And here come Arsenal. Oh, dear. James has done really well there. But James and Nonto got in between each other there. Communication's got to be slightly better. But Leeds' best chance of the game. That's what we need to look at. Perry has gone long. Bogle. It's got to be better there, Bogle. Just got to take it down a lot. Nothing in the back. Road on. Well done, Joe. Joe and Strout so far are doing a good job. They're doing a really good job. Better, though. Oh, Tanaka. Bloody hell. Just nearly gave it straight to Odegaard. We've got to be... With how we're playing here, we've just got to be so careful. They're pressing so high, Arsenal. Tanaka, lovely ball out wide. Bogle chops inside. Tanaka. Round the corner, Joel Peru. Advanced drive with it. Win a free kick, worst case scenario. Dan James. James, no one's in the box, though. No one's in the box. No one's in the box. No. Leeds corner, though, I think. It should be. And he guesses and gives it to Arsenal. Of course he does. Guesses and gives it to Arsenal. That looked like a Leeds ball, but yeah, there was no one in the box. That's a Leeds corner. It's a Leeds corner. Raya's dropped it and he's pretending he's injured because he's fumbled it. That's a Leeds corner. He's giving it to Arsenal. Linesman's facing it. Lino is facing it and he's given that to Arsenal. See, these are big moments for Leeds, though. These are big moments. And the Lino's, is it, presumably is it an Arsenal goal kick? It is, isn't it? It's an Arsenal goal kick. Staggering. The keeper does this. It's not even a free kick, though. It's not even a free kick either. Flipping heck. Yeah, so Jal, he's not very comfortable on the ball, is he, Perry? I know what you mean, mate. I know what you mean. You can tell, though. Rice just chopping. That's brilliant midfield play, that. Stack not following him, but Rice has just ran about 40 yards to just be an option there for Raya. I love Declan Rice. I think he's a superb player. I love watching him. As someone who still tries and attempts to play midfield, he's brilliant to watch. Tanaka pressed on Saliba. Leeds have had a good little spell here, though. Ooh. Oh, and Arsenal get that throw as well. Yeah, it seems like anything Gyökeres touches, they're going to get a throw or a free kick or anything. I don't know if it did come off his leg. Daniel says, I would take a draw as that puts us in the top 4 early in the league. Daniel, thank you for your donation, buddy. Daniel, I'd give you a kiss on the cheek, mate. Consensual. I'd give you a kiss on the cheek for a draw, mate. Of course I would, buddy. Leeds have done well, though. 23 minutes in, we're not a massive fan of the playing out from the back to Peru. I think we've all established that. Literally every single person in the chat saying the same thing. But you couldn't ask for, apart from a goal, you couldn't have asked for much more here. 25 minutes in nearly. But it does feel, I can't get away from this, that it just feels like some horrible, scrappy Arsenal goals coming. And I tell you what, Bogle's got brilliant from Joe Roden. I tell you what, though, Dan James has really got to help Bogle out here because Bogle's on that yellow card. Dan James has got to help him. See now you can't really. I wonder if Okafor will even come on. But if he does come on defensively, he's got to be unbelievable because James has got to do the running. Well, he's got to make the tackles now, hasn't he, for Bogle? He's got to effectively make those tackles. Saliba on the ball anyway. Okay, this is the problem. This kid's the problem, isn't he? Saka every single time. He's the danger man. Take him out, I'd feel much more confident. Rice, Saka, 1v1 against Goodmanson. Nonto gets in. Odegaard on that. The ball in. Well done, Leeds. Good defending. This is awful. This is awful. I hate this because they give you the hope, don't they? They just give you that hope. Leeds United. It stinks of doesn't it? And I'm not being negative. It's more the Premier League. It's more the Premier League. It stinks of an art, especially with the referee, with how this guy's going. 87th minute penalty, and Mikel Arteta will come on and rocket it into the top corner. And it's the Premier League, isn't it? It'll be soft. It'll be you know it's going to go against us. We've started well here, though. We have started well. Perry goes long. Stack very smart. Well done. Wins a foul. Got a really good press, Arsenal. Really good press. Forcing Leeds back. Strout. Poor from Strout. Really poor. He's got to just go longer than that. Perry's got to come. He's got to come, Perry. Pinnock, man. Gruev did well there. Strout pressed immediately. So they've just got to build out. Leeds have just got to build out every single time. This is where the press is, because Gruev can't be put in that sort of build up from the back, can he? Because he can't turn out really on the ball. So he's got to fill in like a left back role almost and just go back to Strauch and Rodon and Perry because he can't build out. He's not as good on the ball. Look how deep Peru is as well. Yeah, it's gone out, I think. James got to take better care of the ball. He's got to take better care of the ball. You guys know this was my big gripe with him. Odegaard looks like he's coming off, which is good. He's hit the deck. It's his seasonal injury, which is good. That's good for us. You never want to see someone injured, but that is good for us. Yeah, we do need to start throwing ourselves to the ground, Remy. You're right. Max Dowman, he looks like a good player, doesn't he? So who's coming on? Okay, well, this is the depth that they've got. Ethan Wanyeri's coming on, who's a very, very talented player. They all love him, don't they? So, yeah, it's a different sort of. Was he coming off, or he's just feeling his shoulder? I mean, he threw himself to the ground, didn't he? Flipping it. Is he fine? I don't know. He just pointed somewhere, so I don't. He might be fine. He looks fine. He just decided to go down. Why do you need to go down like that? I don't just. Hey, Odegaard, I love you, mate. I love you. Well, it's fine for Leeds, but in terms of just wasting that time, but yeah, I think you've just guys. I know we've been decent. That I can't. It's harsh for Perry. It's harsh for Perry. It's harsh for Peru. I think you've got to. I still think you got to start Metro in a game like this. Styles got a bullet. Look at how bullish he's been in some of the games. Generally, he came on against Everton. He's just absolutely smashing into Tarkowski. You've got to do that in a game like this, and it involves James. It involves Nonto as well. He's very good with the flick-ons. I think you're killing Perry as well because Perry is being forced to play the ball to our fullbacks, and his strength isn't playing out from the back. You know, you go along a little bit with an outlet who's going to win 50% of the aerial challenges. It's better. But we're trying to play out from the back, so it's forcing Perry to do something he's evidently not comfortable with. You know? But you never know. We might snatch something. Who knows? Gabriel. Zubamendi. Stack does well. Back to Raya. Tanaka's following him all the way. Can Leeds keep this up? That's a brilliant ball by Raya. Look at that. And they've completely taken Leeds out here. Dan James out the pitch on that press. Calafiore here. And he looks like he's wasted that, and he has. Well done. That's Calafiore's mistake. That was a real transitional moment there for Arsenal. Leeds were caught up the pitch. David Raya with an unbelievable goal kick, which had just reached Calafiore. But yeah. Leeds have started okay. But it's just, yeah, the outlet. Yeah, I agree with them. I don't think the refs got. I said the refs got Arteta on speed dial. We're not getting anything here. Perry goes long. Come on, Peru. Can you win something? Come on, Peru. No. So back it comes, and then Arsenal win a free kick. It's just that. I sound like I'm moaning for the sake of moaning, but I just thought there'd be some adaptation in the Premier League, and it doesn't feel like the scoreline's great so far. Scoreline's great so far, but we haven't got that point yet. But we are giving ourselves really no chance in build up here, like none. So Saliba, Gabriel, they're always looking for Saka. They're always looking for Saka on that crossfield ball. Calafiore. Saliba, Madueke. James having to come back, ball played in. James does well, but it deflects. Can Leeds keep hold of it now? James on the ball. James on the. Peru kicks it out of play. Just hold on to it. Just literally hold on to it, mate. Just hold on to the ball. Get yourself a foul. Draw. This is why he's not a natural. He's not a natural hold-up centre forward. He can't do it. Doesn't all have to be quick on transition when you're up against Arsenal. Win a foul, win a free kick. He's trying to play one-touch football with Dan James up against Calafiori. It's just silly for me. Goodmanson does well up against Saka. Unlucky, he's lost it, but unlucky. Brilliant, Nonto. Great defensive work by Leeds, but it goes out to Odegaard. Peru's back there now. Tanaka with a press. Well done, Tanaka. Brilliant harrying from out. Excellent from Tanaka. Excellent from Al Tanaka in the press. Fantastic stuff. Cutting off the supply. Raya goes long again. Goodmanson's got a job. Does well. Well done, Gabby. But they're so wide. Goodmanson's got such a task this whole game, but they're so wide. That's effectively all Raya's got to do, just hit the touchline. You've either got fullbacks there or you've got wingers there. And here they come again. Zubamendi. Here we go again. Saka. So it's like rerun, isn't it? Saka. Zubamendi. Saliba. Madueke. Calafiori on the overlap. Calafiori on the ball. Ball played back. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here come the Giants. The land of the Orcs. It's a corner for our... They just look massive, don't they? Even just coming into the box, like the size of them. Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go. The stats are up. Goals from corners. Arsenal, 31 goals. 31 goals. Second is Liverpool on 20. Fucking hell. 31 goals. Perry's got to be strong here. We ideally, you wouldn't be, they look at this. I mean, Gyökeres looks about 8 foot wide as well. They're going to bombard Perry here. Ball in. Rice. Here we go. Hey, there we go. It's so predictable. And it's the smallest guy on the pitch. It's Jurrien Timber. And that's 1-0. Fucking hell. It's fucking incredible. There we go. Fuck off, man. Fuck off. Completely pointless. It's just so obvious. It's so obvious. It's 1-0 to Arsenal. Wow, how shocking. And it's one of the smallest players on the pitch. Let's see how we didn't defend this one this time. Ball played in. Their first corner leads. For fuck's. I mean, it's just Rodon's just off him as well. The first corner. Shite defending. Oh, come on. Jurrien Timber's between Strauch and Rodon. Really? Great. Do the basics, lads. Defend set pieces. Yeah, you defend open play really well. It gets to a set piece, and like their smallest defender gets on it. So there we go. Well, we got to 34 minutes. That was good. Clyde Grover's at the back post. Oh, God. Well, there you go. That was shite defending from Leeds. Like Timber as well. Look, we know he's good aerially as well. But at least if Saliba puts it in or Gabriel, then fair enough. But their first fucking corner, and Saliba is between Rodon and Strauch to nod it in. Come on, here we go. Saka. Rodon does well. Leeds just can't keep the ball. And I get it. They're a better team, but we're not doing ourselves any favours at all here. It's like the ball's like a hot potato. We're trying to rush it. They've got a press, which is really good, but no, they're going to get another corner here as well. Can we defend this one a little bit better? We managed to keep it. Up the Villa, you lost today, you melt. You lost. You absolute melt. I actually think, are we above you? Oh, dear. Deary me. Yeah, well, it's like, it's like what we said, isn't it? It's like you get at least, just get your bigger players in there. And because they're going to target you on set pieces. We said all of this beforehand. And these aren't the games you target, but I keep saying this. You just set yourselves up the best you can against them. The best you can against them. Get the best The best defender aerially that we've got with Beal, get him on the pitch. He's not been out with injury. Metcha, just as a bit of a target so we can play off him. Not done it. Yeah. We're just limited. We're so limited with what we can do. Right, Gruev, what can you do? Strout, Rodon, gonna get caught. So playing out for that. Go long, headed back. Okay, Leeds recover it. Can we do anything? Goodmanson, they get it. We're just not good enough to play out from the back against this lot. It's as if we said it at the start, and every sane football fan can see it. Here they come again. Madueke, ball in. Nope, not yet. Sees Calafiore in the overlap. Leeds are just stepping off and stepping off. Dan James needs to engage. Calafiore, Saliba, Madueke, go engage, Leeds. Can we just go make a tackle, not just jockey? Zubimendi over the bar. And Wanyeri's coming on, so I think at last the Odegaard saga is actually going down. Yeah, he has got his selection wrong. He has got his selection wrong today. He's got his selection wrong. Yeah, he has. No, you're right. You're right. And I'm glad you guys can see that as well. And it's obviously we like opinions, but we're all Leeds fans. We know where our strengths are at. We're all saying pre-season, and we're not judging ourselves and overreacting against Arsenal because that's lads, the mods, come on, mods in the chat. Come on. We know what we need to do. But J Tex, I don't think it's Ampadu in the middle. I don't think it is. I think it's just the style of what we're playing. Peru loses another that by my account, that's Peru's won 1 out of 8 of those long balls from Perry. 1 out of 8. That's what I've counted. So that's not working, is it? And Peru's completely isolated. It's yeah. Yeah, it is definitely the wrong starting 11. Definitely the wrong starting 11. For me, anyway. We're just not giving ourselves the best chance here. Here we go. Gabriel. Okay, Leeds have the ball now. Rodon. Tanaka. There's no out ball. Okay, Bogle. Bit of a chance here. Madueke's completely caught him up. That's crazy speed. Bogle's going all the way back and wins a foul. Well, we've got a foul. Unbelievable. What's a bad tackle? That's a yellow card. It's a yellow card, but they won't get it, will they? They won't get it. It's a bad tackle, that. It's a really bad tackle. Just stood on his foot. Chris, who would you have started with? I'd have gone Beal instead of Strauch. I'd have gone Longstaff instead of Gruev and Mecha instead of Peru. The big one's Mecha instead of Peru. And he might, if he scores, amazing, of course, but we've got no out ball. I keep saying this. We've just got no out ball. So we are playing it's effectively just playing against the wind. So that there's no point in us. So we're trying to play out from the back. And when that doesn't work, which inevitably it won't against Arsenal, we're going long with somebody who can't hold the ball up consistently because he's not physical enough or good enough in the air. So it doesn't. It's not Peru's game. It's not Peru's game. It's never been his game to hold the ball up. Okay, they've robbed us again here, and Leeds actually win a free kick. Madueke hasn't figured that out yet. Leeds win a free kick. He was lucky there, Stat. He was lucky there, by the way. I think Madueke robbed him a bit there. Actually, no, it was a foul, but never know with this ref. That's why Stat didn't go down, because you just don't know with this ref. He just carries on. Yeah, I'd make changes at halftime. I would make changes at halftime. I'd bring Longstaff on and I'd bring Metcher on. And then maybe Okafor a little bit later on. Leeds can't keep the ball. We cannot keep the ball. It's like a hot potato. We're trying to play it really, really quickly all the time. We had a little bit of a spell, didn't we? Like you do in the Premier League. But we just cannot keep hold of the ball. And everything's going back to Perry. Ball over top. Yeah, foul there. Nonso's done really well. Can you give it? He does do, and that should be a foul. Leeds have it here. Tanaka. It's got to be quicker, Rao. He's got to give it, and he's waited and waited and waited. Oh, and gone the other way. Dan James had a bit of space there. Tanaka. Yeah, Tanaka's. I thought he should have been a bit quicker there. I don't know about you guys, but he had an opportunity to play it to Bogle there, and he's waited. Strout, Nonso, Stack, and we're gonna end up going all the way back to Perry again. Gruev won't turn out. Strauk. Yeah, throw him. Tom with the OK jersey thing. I don't know, mate. Did you get reloaded? Did you get and did you send me an email, mate? If you sent me an email, then they've all been all the emails I've got, mate, have been sent off to OK Jersey. Unless you were reloaded, mate. So I announced the winners, and then there was about 3 reloads because no one claimed the prize. Get Arteta off the side of the pitch. Oh, fucking hell, that's not their ball. Just because Arteta claims for it, don't give it. Oh, God, this is a frustrating game, man. It's a frustrating game. Really is. I can't. Oh, God. I mean, I keep going over the same things, don't I? I like Peru. I think there's games for him. I think maybe games against Wolves, games against West Ham, games like this when it's not all just dependent on physicality. But this just doesn't make sense from the Farker. It doesn't make sense. Does not make sense, styles wise. He's trying to play through Arsenal, which is mental. And you can't just look at the result and the fact we're only 1-0 down. I think we have the players within this side to at least cause a bit of a difference. I think we do. Strout, Tanaka, Strout. See, they can't look at Strout. He can't go anywhere. He can't go anywhere because what's the point? You're just going to lose the ball. Perry again, long, straight back to Arsenal. This is mental. This is madness, isn't it? Oh God. Rinse and repeat. And look, we're not going here expecting to beat Arsenal. I keep frigging saying this, but it's. Don't know why he's shaking his head. You get pressed, you go back to your goalkeeper. Your goalkeeper's going to go long because all the passing lanes are cut off by Arsenal for us to play out from the back. It's very simple. And you see now we're playing up here. Go long, give yourself runners with Longstaff, Metcher, who's better at holding the ball up than Peru. Give yourself a chance. Metcher, who's already scored this season. Bring Okafor on a little bit later on for a bit of an injection of pace, even if it is 1-0. But it is Arsenal. We're not looking to beat Arsenal, but we can play. We definitely can tactically set up better than this. We're just respecting him a bit too much here, I think. I mean, the time that Saliba and Gabriel have got to play the ball out from the back is unbelievable. Saka, Nonto's on the floor. Timber. Zubamendi. Saliba. No, a good player by Arsenal. Wanyeri tackled really well by Gruev. Can you give it? Loses it straight away. Arsenal come again. Fuck me. Ball played over the top. Saka's in. 2-0. There we go. Perry should have done miles better there. 2-0 to Arsenal. Right before half time. Game over. Completely kills the game. It's really, really poor this from Farker. It is. It's really, really poor. And I'm not buying into this whole I mean, Perry, it's a great effort from Saka, but you're not covering yourself in glory there. But I'm not believing this sort of notion of, oh, it's just Arsenal. It's just set yourself up better. Don't be so defeatist. Don't be so defeatist. Set yourself up in a way of which you can compete at least. You can play to the way of which you've signed players to do. Arsenal, they're not even, I mean, they're in third gear here. It's not levels. This isn't what it is. We have had spells in this game, but this was always coming because we are not building out from the back well enough. It is a simple thing. You cannot ask Peru to hold the ball up against Gabriel and Saliba. You can't do it. And we're trying to play out from the back. We can't play out from the back against Arsenal. That's my French fucking clear for everybody to see. We can't do it. They're a miles superior team to you. So you can't kick it out from the back all the time. Of course you can't, but play to your strengths. Put profiles on the pitch who are going to make a bit of a difference. Runners. Mechu can hold the ball up better than Peru. He's killing Peru out here. And everybody can see it, but I don't know. It maybe Farker just thinks we can play out the back. We can play football against Arsenal. No, we frigging can't. And they're not even out of third gear here. They're not even. I mean, this is a very, very mid Arsenal performance. This is pre-season, and there's not even an ounce of a press from Leeds, and it's like targeted presses. I get that, but oh god, it's Do you know what it is? I've not given up on Peru. I disagree, and this is where all the people who are just like, you don't like Peru, they're like 8 years old. It's not about not liking Peru. It's nothing to do with that. Peru is better in certain games. I'd have him up against Wolves, yes. Against West Ham United, where we're trying to play through the lines. Don't fucking put him as centre forward against Gabriel and Saliba and play long. And it sounds quite contradictory because I'm saying to you guys that we're playing out from the back, and we are. That's the primary objective here. We're trying to play out from the back. We play out from the back. We can't play out from the back, shockingly. We can't play out the back, so we're up against one of the best pressing teams in Europe. And so we go long, naturally, which you're always going to do to get yourself out of something. You go long, and you're going long to Peru. And I counted out of 9 towards the end, because there was another one towards the end, 9 balls up to him, he wins 1 because it's not his game. It's not his game. So you just go into a fight with a butter knife. You're going into a fight with a butter knife. It's completely pointless. And I get the miles better than us. If we'd have shaped up like that, the likelihood is that they're still beating us 3-1 anyway. But just give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance against the team of which we've all said the same thing. Pragmatism this season is going to be massive in keeping Leeds United up. Don't go in to a sword fight with a butter knife, which is what we've done. So, God, it's always the rhetoric. It's always the rhetoric. Reactionary, emotional. We're up against the best team in the world. This is not what anybody. Some people in the chat might be saying this. This isn't what I'm saying, sir. This isn't what I'm coming up against. What I'm saying, and this is really, really like, give yourself the best chance. That's all we're saying. Okay, give yourself the best chance. To give yourself the best chance, you go into this game with big block defenders who defend the box exceptionally well. Beal could have been put back in there. You could have gone to a back 3, but I know we're not going to do that. But Beal back in there. I'm actually not unhappy with Strauch and Rodon being that back 2. I'd like, because Beal is a better low block defender than both of them, or at least on the same level as Rodon. A better low block defender because he's been used to it with Slovenia, with Udinese. That's why we bought him. That was everything about him. a box defender. That's what he's brilliant at. And he can play out from the back as well. But you want him for that box defender, that 6'4" traditional defender. That's the whole thing around him, a traditional defender. In a game like this, when you're going up against set piece City, that is where you want Jacobiel. Sean Longstaff, in a game like this, for me, you want someone like Sean Longstaff, as he's done multiple times against for Newcastle, to be that runner off the front, man. The runner, the box-to-box guy who helps with the press as well, helps Tanaka in a press. And you cannot put Joel Peru up against Gabriel and Saliba. So it's got nothing to do with this. The likelihood is we'd have lost anyway, but you give yourself more of a chance. You give yourself more of a chance by doing that, you know? So, yeah, that's what I think you do. Yep. It's genuinely, I am not saying for one here, everybody, that we weren't going to come here and get beat. But I think the worry for me and for a lot of people probably is that we're going to Arsenal and we're trying to play out from the back. That's it. We can talk about selection issues and you can do this whole thing, which is we were never going to win today. They're miles better than us. Levels, I understand that. But the overarching point, reactionary, clickbait, whatever the stuff's going to be thrown at people who dare to question. But the whole point is we have to adapt this year. We all know that. We have to adapt. It's not reacting to the Arsenal result. It's the lack of pragmatism in a game of which we all know how we need to set up. If I asked every single one of you, I think anyway, at the very beginning of proceedings today, who'd you have started, Metro or Pre? You'd have all gone Metro because A's on a little bit of a high after the win. You saw how he came on as like a battering ram against Tarkowski and up against Jake O'Brien. Did really, really well in the aerial duels. Held the ball up well as well. Got a penalty in a decisive moment. Took it. Did really, really well. It was brilliant when he came on. But to go long every single time and for the ball to be won by Gabriel and Saliba, we all know Peru's not that type of player, and Leeds are trying to play out from the back. And when we're not trying to play out from the back, we just go long. So you're going long and it's all coming back. It's just coming back, coming back, coming back. So you can mitigate against that a little bit. And come on, the set piece. I mean, I know they're good at set pieces, but you've got Arsenal's smallest defenders getting in between Peru and Strauch and Rodon. It's not good enough. It's not good enough box defending. It's not. Emmett says, respectfully, Connor, the goals we've given up haven't come from playing out from the back. Keep our heads, brighter days ahead. Dude, my head's not lost. My head's not lost. And I'd like it if that didn't always have to be the thing on the end when there's like a little bit of a conversation here, a bit of debate. Let's not lose our head. Let's not be emotional. We're all passionate about our club and we think things should have been set up in a different way. Okay. That's not the whole point. The whole point here is when Arsenal have been conjuring attack after attack after attack after attack, we're not going to be the best at keeping the ball. We're not, but you just play to your strengths. And the whole rhetoric around Leeds United in preseason is we've been buying physical, athletic, tall players to, in these games and in other games, of course, the ones that we're going to win, hopefully, but in these games, at least be able to sort of compete and play to your action. We've not played to our action yet. You're playing the long ball, Emmett, to Joel Peru, which he couldn't do in the championship. Okay, that's the overarching point. And we're trying to play out from the back when we're not doing that. The primary aim against Arsenal is to play out from the back. That doesn't say to me adaptation. That doesn't say to me pragmatism. That's a problem. I don't want it to be a problem, but against Arsenal, you've got to be able to adapt. You've got to be able to be in a rigid structure of which the framework is difficult to beat. The likelihood is, even if we'd have started Metcha, Longstaff, whoever, they're gonna pop through you. But do we just give up before the game even starts? Yeah, it's Arsenal. We're not going to win this game. Nah, don't turn up. Give them a 3-0, you know? So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, mate. That's kind of where I'm at. But God. But Emma, what I'd say though, mate, what I'd say is I think that comment, Emma, what respectfully, Connor, the goals we've given up haven't played out for the back. I like that comment, mate, because that's actual rhetoric. That's actually rhetoric, and it's a bit of a debate there, mate. I think it's a lot of it's just about playing out and where we're at, where we're at. I think, yeah, yeah. What changes would you make, Connor? I don't really know. I don't really, honestly, I don't really know now. I don't really know. Like, 1-0 at a, yeah, well, obviously Leeds, I don't think you're going to get back into this. So I don't really know now, to be honest with you. I just hope he sort of learns for Newcastle. That's what I kind of hope. I hope there's a bit of a learning here and that, against some of these teams, the better teams, you've got to be pragmatic. You've got to put certain players in who are going to play against certain defenses. Um, for me, um, I don't know though. I don't know what I'd do. At 1-0, I'd have probably said, bring Metcher on, bring Okafor on the 70th minute, and bring Longstaff on. That's what I'd have done. Metcher and Longstaff. But it seems like some of you have just give up before it started anyway. It was like, no, well, there's no point in getting your hopes up anyway. No point. We're going to lose. So I go into every game. I don't care who we're up against. I always go into every game, even if we are the underdog, and think we could get something here. But that's how I go into every game. I genuinely believe that. You know what I mean? I don't go into like when we play City and we play Liverpool. I'm not going to go into it thinking we're going to lose. I'll sort of expect it, but in my head, I'm thinking, yeah, we can do something. When it gets to 35th minute, and we let in a set piece like that, that's poor defending. Poor defending. So, look, I know it's Arsenal. I'm expecting Arsenal to beat us, but just set up a little bit like we can do something. Play to our strengths a little bit. Get the big man up top. Let's work around him. And there's been opportunities in that half where we can do that. You've seen James trying to run off Peru, but we're not hitting Peru, and he's not making it stick. So he's just coming all the way back. Arsenal haven't been that good. Arsenal haven't been that good. They haven't. So this whole thing about like levels, they've not been that open play. They've been all right, but we've done okay. It's the building out from the back. That is where we're becoming susceptible every single time to an Arsenal attack. And we're not able to get any confidence, momentum, consistency on the ball. We're not able to do it. So it's just coming straight back, isn't it? But in terms of open play, we've been all right. We've done okay. We've conjured a few chances as well. But yeah, I don't know. It feels like maybe some people just want to come into, well, we're going to lose. We're going to lose anyway. So come on, we didn't expect this. There's no point in even. So I don't know. I mean, what games are we just going to go into? Go, nah, no point. So I don't go into it thinking that. I think we play to our strengths, and who knows. It's Robbie Rhino says, "What does he see in Gruev? He can't play under a press. He can't play under a press, mate. He's done all right, but it's I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know. I'm struggling here. I'm struggling. I'm not used to Leeds being 2-0 down, to be honest with you. It's rare, isn't it? So, but yeah, no. Listen, it is what it is. The annoying thing is, it's like what Cal's just said. We're in it, and they've not done that much. They've not. I don't think they're in top gear here, and they've not started. Against Man United. Man United were all over them last week. There are gaps in this, and we are different to. Look, I keep having to reiterate this. We're different to Arsenal. I'm not stupid. I've been watching football my whole life. And to an extent, when it comes to monetary output on your side, of course, it is levels. But I tell you what, in that first half, you start a centre forward who can win the ball, who's physical, as I keep saying, like Metcha was up against Tarkowski and Jake O'Brien when he was bullying him in that last 20, 25 minutes, coming on, getting right involved with them, holding the ball up really well. And as we saw in preseason, you get someone like that in runners off him, like Longstaff and Tanaka, you can get something. You can get something, you know? But be pragmatic. Longstaff for me doesn't start against. He doesn't start against Wolves. Metro doesn't start against Wolves. Neither of them do. In that game, there's an argument you start Peru, 100%. But you've got to go into it, adapting and looking at certain games and thinking, okay, we can play through this. We can play the lines here. We can go on channels. We can work this game out, ball on the floor. But you can't play out from the back against this lot. So maybe we've just thought, screw it, doesn't matter. But I don't go into every game thinking that. Um, yeah, exactly, Jim. They haven't done much, mate. They haven't done much. Keep demand, Andy. I'm just passionate, mate. I'm passionate about my team. This isn't me overreacting. It's not me being overzealous about things. I'm talking about my team. I'm passionate about my team winning. Yeah, I'm calm. I'm fine, mate. Trust me. I've got yerba mate. It's the most calming influence on me. Keep demanding the best from Leeds. Don't, yeah, that's what it is. We should always aim, and we know in terms of monetary value, for goodness sake, that you can't compete with these teams. Of course you can't. But I think there's a way that you can get at this lot. Genuinely, I do. And we'd probably still lose, but go on, have a go. Don't just sit back, let them just have the centre backs have all the time on the ball, play through us, rough them up, get involved. Don't show them respect. You know, I don't think, Colin, I don't think we're outclassed. I don't think we're outclassed. I think there was a point in that half when we had about 10 to 15 minutes and they've scored from a shite set piece. Their smallest defender has scored from a shite set piece, getting in between Strauch and Rodon. And I think, to be honest with you, I can't actually remember that second goal. Did Gruev lose it? It looked like there for me, Perry could have done better. Looked like Perry could have done better. Right, guys, I will be 2 seconds. I am just going to nip to the loo. See you in a sec. And we're back. Apologies for that, everybody. We are back. How are you doing? Any changes? Doesn't look like it, does it? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, apologies for that. Subs at 70. Yeah, no subs then. Presumably not. Okay. Okay. Yeah, do us a favor, everybody. Slap a like on the video. We'll be back with the instant match reaction after this. Of course. But yes, we are. I'm just going to change this time, actually. No changes. Cheers, Matt. Cheers, Oiper. Cheers, everyone. Just letting me know that. I'm just going to change my manual clock there because it's not correct. And I don't want you guys to be out of kilter. Right. So I've got it all out now. I've got it all out. Right. 3, 2, 1. Right. Okay. This is the timer on, everybody. Everything is fine, apparently. Oh, dear. Right. Ball over the top. Gyökeres gets in behind. He's up against Strout. 3-0. Gyökeres. And that is his first goal, I think. Cut inside. Easy as that. And we are getting mullered. Don't know if it's going to update on here. Well, it's easy, isn't it? Nice and easy. Oh, fucking unbearable, man. All they're doing is celebration. Fully grown males. Let's have a look at this then. That looked incredibly, mind my language, fucking easy. Let's have a look at this. What happened? Madueke, ball over top by Calafiori. Gyökeres is miles off Strout. He's just shaped him up. Strout's just got to be stronger. It's just, I mean, that is so easy. That is so easy to do that. It's a good finish. It's a good finish, but he's just chopped inside. I mean, Strout has just made that. Fucking hell. 3-0. If not careful, this is going to turn into 6, isn't it? It's going to turn into 6 goals. So this is fun. It's really great, this. Set up so well for this game. Oh, dearie me. Can we just show them a bit, like, can we show them, like, less respect? Can we stop, like, licking their arsehole? Like, Strout there. Why don't you just go and fucking engage, man? Go and engage. Jockey. Let him have a strike. Engage with him, for goodness sake. Respect levels here. Can we just press, just go high? We're 3-0 down. Just aggressively press them. Bring Okafor on, get Mecha on, go 2 up top. I always get told that goal difference means nothing, so there we go. Are we just going to carry on just like that? This is, yeah, come on. Gruev, stack. Tackle by Saliba. Making Arsenal look like Brazil here, because they've not even been that good. Gruev gets absolutely sped past. Make a tackle, Gruev. Calafiori, they're in again. Calafiori with his right foot. Blocked. Dan James comes away with it. Plays a ball. Stack. Yeah, I had us down 4-0. I was 4-0. Well, 3-0, I said on the other channel, actually, I think. But they haven't been that good, have they? They've not been any good. And now someone else is down for Arsenal. Saka. Oh, fuck, I'm sick of seeing this level shite. I know there's levels, but oh, it's such a defeatist attitude. It's such a defeatist attitude all the time. Like it's like we just go into, and I get is that, you know, can we not just set up in a way? It's so defeatist to just always there's levels in this game. Just no point playing. Just use it as a bye lead. Just go in, just kick the ball in your own net because we ain't got a chance. We were in the game for 35 minutes, so we were in the game. So there's not that many levels. They had a shit set piece goal, which they scored, which we should have defended better. there's not been levels in this game. Gyökeres there, I think the engagement from Strout was poor. It was too respectful. The engagement was poor there. You know, the second goal, look, we can pick these goals apart, but this whole thing of level, I don't think there has been levels in this game. I don't think there has. You know, there's times where I've watched Leeds against teams and gone, excuse my French, but I've gone fucking hell. You know, Liverpool, when we were last in the Premier League, and they were just so good. Do you remember Ellen Road? They beat us 3-0, and it should have been 10. They battered us. This lot haven't, with the greatest of respect, and it's no shade on Arsenal. But if anything, it's more of a compliment to Arsenal that they're 3-0 up, and it's just been easy for them, really. Are we looking at Perry? Are we looking at Perry? Everyone as well, by the way. I'm seeing the goal back and I'm thinking, it's not good, is it? It's not good. Looks slow to get down as well. Let's have a look at this goal again. Greve just gets blitzed. Gets absolutely blitzed. Take him down. Oh, was it this Calafiori? Right, okay. God. Oh. Rodon just smacks into Gyökeres for no apparent reason. Ben says, what do you think to Perry? He worries me. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, it's not good, is it? It's not been a good game for him. I think that second goal, he could have done better there. Could have done better there. And that third, yeah, he's not had a good one there. That third can't be beaten there so easily. It's kind of a scuffed shot as well, wasn't it? Mook says, we're just like we're too weak, Connor, not tackle. This is what I mean. There's too much respect here for me. It's too much respect. We're letting them have the ball. There's 5 yards off our defender when it's coming to their attacker. Like, can we see a tackle? Put a tackle in. Someone being it. I'm not. We cannot go into these games and just lie down and I mean, it's just they've not even been that good. They have not even been that good. I've not been impressed with Arsenal. We're not engaging. The respect is massive. I get that they're a good team. I understand that they're a good team. But for a spell in that first half, we competed reasonably well. When we weren't playing the ball up to Peru and asking him to hold it up. Ball in the box. Strauch heads it away. Madueke. Still got it. Fucking piss poor defending from Leeds. We eventually get it away. Strauch. Peru, who's now playing as a defender. And they've won it back. Madueke. Timber. Shite defending by Leeds. Strike on goal. Corner, I think, again. Hard to watch, isn't it? NFFC, this is the worst comment, mate. It's the worst comment. We're not an arrogant fan base. We're not coming here and expecting a certain thing. We are not expecting a certain thing. Ball in, Rice. No, again. Oh, my fucking God. Smallest man on the pitch again. It's Timber. It's 4. Do you know what it is, NFFC? What it is, mate, is just play to your strengths. Stylistically, we've set up in this game. This is the manager's fault. We've set up in this game to just, I don't know. I don't know. And we just keep getting told this is what to expect. Levels. So there's no point in us turning up. Just kick the ball in the back of the net. So why not? Another set piece goal. We are literally being bent over. We're being bent over here. What do you expect? Just a better showing than this. Like a bit more aggression, a tackle going in every now and again. That's all, just the basics. Us just being a little bit more fierce, not being piss weak at the back, which we've not been for the last 2 seasons. Is this going to get called off? Look like a handball. Is it handball? Well, that's good at least. I'm not expecting to beat Arsenal, but I'm expecting a little bit of pragmatism, not us to build out from the back against one of the best pressing teams in the world. Peru's still not been up front when he's completely isolated and can't compete physically with two defenders who are massive. When we've got a striker on the bench who's 6'2" and can give a better showing in terms of holding the ball up. There's ways of which you can work this NFFC. There's ways of which you can work this, mate. And we will probably still lose, but you're giving yourself a little bit more of a chance. You're not going into a frigging sword fight with a blunt knife. Was it a goal? Does it count? Right. Oh, it brings on Metcha now. Yay! Lucas Metcha. Oh, they're on now. Get in. 4-0 down. The lads that should have started are on now. There we go. And now what will happen is Metcha might not have a great game, and then we'll get told Metcha's shite and Longstaff shite and Peru and here we go. Hold on. James's protection of the ball's been woeful as well. That's what you get, Daniel, when you're trying to play out from the back, mate, against one of the best teams in the world. Don't play out from the back. Please adapt. Please adapt against Newcastle. Please. As I've said, I have to clarify this. I expected to get beat today. I had us losing 3-0. But I expected us to start differently. That was it. Oh, dearie me. 4-0, eh? Saliba. Raya. At Leeds fans have gone, haven't they? There's a lot of them who've left. Perry the Brazilian Melier. Oh, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. It's not my fault, Knives McGraw. It's not my fault. It's not my fault he's not adapted. I think it's just we've just looked piss weak, and the more worrying thing is, generally, is that he's not thinking that he needs to adapt for Arsenal away. That's the more of the worry for me, and another side of the worry is fans seemingly saying that that's fine because it's Arsenal, you know, as if there is guarantees about us going and winning every other game that's going to keep us in this division. We might need an outlier. We might need a point at a really good team. We might need that. There's no guarantee that we're going to beat Sunderland twice. No guarantee that we're going to beat Burnley twice. Sunderland will have seen that today, won't they? When they've gone and lost to Burnley, they'll have thought there was a guarantee there. You know, so you might need an outlier. You can't just turn around and say, "Oh, well, we'll lose to this team, this team, this team, this team, this team." There's no point in turning up because we'll beat this team, this team. Football doesn't work like that. Football doesn't work like that, and it's an arrogant way of looking at it as well. It's a really arrogant way of looking at it, in my opinion. Anyway, Madueke, ball in. I mean, they could all score at this point, couldn't they? Could all score. Yeah, I know, mate. We're all nice and frustrated, aren't we? Gruev gets in. James on the counter attack. James. Good ball. Bogle on the overlap. Chance for Leeds, maybe. No. Fucking hell, this ref, man. Everything. Anytime Gyökeres goes down. Anytime Gyökeres goes down. Free kick, free kick, free kick. Oh, dearie me. Oh, it's tough, guys, isn't it? This is tough. Arsenal bring on a 15-year-old. He is good, though, to be fair. Good thing, to be fair. But this is the thing, SUC. We've known since Farke's been at Leeds that he's stubborn. It won't change. It has to, mate. It has to change. It literally has to change. Like he can't go through this season and not adapt. There will be other injuries as well. There's going to be times where like Stack's out, probably. Maybe even Gabby Goodmanson is out. You've got to get to a stage where you are able to be pragmatic in these situations. You've got to get to a stage where you cannot play out from the back and just expect some sort of different result. There'll be teams in the mid bracket, by the way, who are very good at pressing as well. You know, you look at Fulham's, you look at your Brentfords, or maybe Bournemouth a little bit in a different extent. But when your defensive midfielder is Gruev and you're asking to build out from the back, you're screwed. You're absolutely screwed because he can't build out the back. He cannot build out from the back because he can't get it on the half turn and do anything. He's not press resistant. So if you've not got Ampadu there, you against Arsenal away, you're going to really struggle building out from the back. When you can't build out from the back being facilitated by Elia Gruev, it just can't happen. So yeah, fun. Okafor and Aronson coming on. Peter, it has been raining, to be fair. He's gonna have an absolute tie from AFTV. He's gonna have a field day with this, isn't he? No, Aronson passes it and puts Rodon in the absolute shit. Stuart, literally the first touch. Oh God, Aronson's first touch. He nearly belts it into Gyökeres. Oh my God. 66 gone. I'm still saying 4-4. Okay, Perry clears it straight to Rice. Looks like Max Dalman was offside, but it is Arsenal, so he's not offside. Tackled by Noah Okafor, his first touch in a Leeds United shirt. Metcha wins it. See that? See, at least Mecha won it though. Do you know what I mean? No slight on Peru. It's not his game. Ball's played up to Mecha for the first time, knocks it out for a throw, but beats Saliba to the ball. Just at least you give yourself a chance, don't you? At least you give yourself a chance. Straight away there, Mecha just bounced off Saliba, and yeah, it went out for a throw in. But there, the intent is, isn't it? The intent's there at least, and you can already tell. Look at Longstaff; he's pressing on the other centre back. Pressing on the other centre back, so at least he could have been box to box. Could we have maybe had Stack in the pivot? Stack just in front of the defence because he's the best ball player we've got outside of Tanaka, who's going to be utilised further forward. Or you play through Tanaka. No, we've played through Gruev. That's been the tactic when we're playing out from the back. It's been to go through Gruev. It's ridiculous. Max Dalman. Longstaff gets in. Oh, you there, Chris? Yeah, good lad. Good lad, mate. Well done. I think you're the only one in the chat who is. Shout out to you, buddy. Rad says Darlow in. It's not been a great showing, has it, from Perry? If we're being honest, that's a brilliant ball. That I don't know who was that. Was that Max Dalman? No, I think this is Dalman, isn't it? Longstaff did well there. Aronson loses it. Oh, wins a free kick. Chris. Okafor been the best player. He's been on 2 minutes. Just look at Gruev in the defensive pivot. He cannot turn. He's like a crab. He just kills any sort of build-up. Just watch Gruev. Watch him. He doesn't even scan. He doesn't even scan over his shoulder. His natural alignment as a midfielder is to pass the ball backwards. Brendan Aronson nabs it off Rice. Can Leeds do something? Okafor been given a bit of a task there by oh god. Okafor unlucky. He tries to step over and it's his back foot. Looks slightly exciting there though. Arsenal have had 4 shots on target and scored 4. Okafor loses it. Arsenal throw. Yeah, Josh, you know what to do though, mate. If it's troll comments, mate, you got the sign off from me, mate. Yeah, we got a laugh. Has anybody got any good jokes? Has anybody got any good jokes? Let us know in the comment section because we need to have a bit of a laugh, don't we? We'll be there on the instant match reaction as well. We'll get a little bit more of your comments in, everybody. But yeah, Richard at least have made it into their half. Oh god. Yeah, we've been a little bit more aggressive the last 3 minutes, but yeah. I just can't stand being the whipping boys. I hate this. I hate losing like this. I hate it. Gnev saying Okafor and Metro already look like a better fit. But then you'll get people going, yeah, but it's game state. It's game state. That's what people will say. Like he's literally just set up wrong. We were going to lose this game anyway, but Farker has set the team up wrong. Just set it up wrong. And it's not that Okafor should have started. I don't think that, but Metro 100% should have started the game. Leeds getting hit on transition here, and they've made changes as well, to be fair. Ethan Wanyeri. But just look even how box-to-box Longstaff's going as well. Look at the option Longstaff's giving consistently. And he's giving Stack a little bit more ability to get forward as well because he's covering him a lot. Yeah, just look at the dynamics. I know Arsenal weakened, but the dynamics look so much better already. They do. Ryan says, my mate at work stared at a can of orange juice 15 minutes because it had the word concentrate. 7 out of 10. Does anybody Jordan says, losing against Arsenal isn't what worries me. What worries me is his tactics of our manager. I've always spotted Farker, but anyone with half a brain could see we shouldn't be starting. Jordan, it's a very sensible comment, mate. It's not about Farker in, Farker out, like some of the 10-year-olds on this app will make you believe. It's about supporting Leeds, supporting the manager, but he's got this wrong. He's got this wrong. And it's not to say we'd have won, but he's got this wrong, this setup. And I think, as he quite rightly said, mate, everybody can see that. Against their set pieces, it's very difficult. It's frustrating for them to have two set pieces effectively, or two corners, and score two corners the exact same way. But you cannot, mind my French, you cannot enable fucking build up through Allegro against Arsenal. It's madness. Madness. At least put Stack at the base. Get your runner on in Longstaff, who looks leggy already. Metcha, he's not had much to go on, but at least he's bumbled Saliba already and won a ball, even though it went out for a throw-in. Max Dowman looks very good, doesn't he? Brilliant tackle. Brilliant tackle, Gabby Goodmanson. Well done, sir. Okafor, Metcha. Look at this. Good lad. Good lad. Wins a free kick. Hold up play, baby. Woo! Hold up play. Hold Saliba off. Strength. Wins a free kick. My goodness. Wow. Baby, that's what that's literally, there you go. There you go. Metcher again. Metcher again. Who's it this time? Who got it that time? Skelly. He's just beaten Skelly in the air there as well. Jesus. He must, yeah. Am I going to call Metcher later on and say, thanks, mate? Because what I was saying, you proved me right there. Oh. It's kind of just like very pre-season feel. I mean, it's felt like that from Arsenal anyway, from their first goal. Dalman. Over the bar. Aiden. Flash from the past, mate. Oh, dear. Fun and games, eh? Back to the Premier League. Yeah, join me on the match reaction as well, everybody. We'll get a little bit more of your thoughts in on there. We'll make it a little bit more widespread as well. Make sure you do that. We will also have the 5 things that we learn out tomorrow morning. I know you guys enjoy that as well, so look out for that one. And please slap a like on the video. Really appreciate that. And hopefully we've made this slightly enjoyable. Longstaff. Well played, Longstaff. Goodmanson. Wanker Arsenal fan. Henry, this is yerba mate, mate. It's like a South American thing. It's pretty good. The OGs will know that I've had this for a while, actually. I've only started drinking it again, though, because sometimes I have a little bit of a break off it, because then I get convinced that it's bad for me. But sometimes I just fancy it, mate. So, yeah, yerba mate. It's what Messi drinks, and Suarez, and then me, in the same bracket as those guys. Goodmanson, cleared. I mean, we're making... look, I know Yokres is a good player, but... Oh, my God, Graves passed the ball forward. Oh, my God. Sorry, guys. It's a bit loud down the mic. Yeah, go on. Give us some 5 things we've learned today, everybody. Get in the comment section. Let us know. Again, Metcha does well. Hold up. Wins a throw-in. Already, Metch has been involved in more. Already, in terms of hold-up play. Brendan Aronson trying to follow Raya, but there we go. What strange watch along, Connor? Yes, big day. What a strange watch along, Connor, because we had no chance after 30 minutes. Good on you, though. You've stayed. Connor is the top. Thanks, Stevie. Appreciate it, mate. We all just love the club, don't we? We all have different opinions. Some of us agree, some of us disagree, but we all love the club, and that's why I love my community. Wouldn't have it any other way. Stack, Aronson, Bogle, we're in the box. Ah. See, from open play, we've not been that bad. We've not been bad at all. Genuinely, we haven't. A couple of individual errors and some stupid set pieces and a wrong lineup. Genuinely. This is what I mean when it's all the whole levels thing. I've just seen James Marshman say it levels. They're a better team than us, but there's not been levels, in my opinion, throughout this game. There are some people will now see the XG. They've scored 4 goals, but they've had 4 on target. You know, from open play, they've not done that much. They really haven't. But as I keep saying, we've gone to a sword fight with a butter knife. What do you expect? And once again, I'm not saying that we'd have beaten them, but they've not been great. They haven't been great. Connor, what would be your 11 against Newcastle? Yeah, so I'd go the Brazilian Melier. Oh God, you know. Another day of not watching match of the day. Watched it last week, never watching it again now. Perry and net. Bogle, Rodon. Rodon, Beal. You got to put Beal in at some point, haven't you? And I think we're gonna have to do box defending. We're gonna have to box defend. So Beal has to come in, but he'll probably go with Gruev at centre back. Midfield, I would go. So I go with so Beal in for Strauch. Midfield, I would go at the base at the 6, Tanaka. Oh, I think Gudmundsson's given a foul away there. Yeah. What's going on here? He's been sent off. What's going on? I don't understand what's going on. Is it a penalty? What's going on? Does anybody know? I can't hear. Is it just a free kick that they're upset about? No, it's not a penalty, is it? It's nowhere near the box. All right, okay, it's nothing, is it? Yeah, Tanaka I'd go at the base, and then runners I'd have Stack and Longstaff. And then up top, I would have Okafor on Okafor on the left, Nonso on the right, Metro up top. Yellow card. It's funny, isn't it? It's funny, isn't it? Let's have some fun, Connor. Now, who will Farke actually start? It wouldn't surprise me if it's the exact same team, mate. Honestly. We all know he absolutely loves Gruev. Aronson probably comes in at some stage. Yeah, Peru will start up top. I hope Peru scores. I really do. I just think there's games for him, as has been proven today when he's been non-existent for 80 minutes. Again, as in again against this style of team. Ball in. God, they've nearly scored another set piece. Oh, they nearly did. Dalman. Dear. It's unlucky that. Yeah, substitution's too late. It's how he should have started. No. Connor, I don't know if we will. I think it's just going to be plan A. This is what today's told me. It's going to be it's going to be plan A. And I think that's just going to be Leeds playing out from the back because he thinks we're good enough to do that against teams. And I think we will be. Trossard. It's not the refs are gunner. It's just so easy, mate. If it and that look at Metra again. Love it, Metra. There you go. Gabriel on his ass. Love it. Absolutely love it. He's done more in 15 minutes than Peru's done for the whole however long he was on for. Because it's not his game. Yeah. I think a lot of you are we all liking Metra? Are we all liking him? As soon as he's come on, what rating have we got him on the data pack? Is it 6'6"? Okafor 6'4", Aronson 6'7". Is he given another? This guy's unbelievable, isn't he? Byram's on. Get in. Yeah, Aiden, it is. James. Aronson. Oh, I tell you what, Brendan Aronson. Really good ball in there from Brendan. Really good ball in. That was excellent connection. I'm not really used to that from Brendan. Just put an absolute beauty in for Met. I don't think Metra expected it. I don't think Metra expected it. Brendan Aronson's just put like a Ian Hart ball in there, and it's just a bit too far ahead of Metra. Ah, dearie me. Guys, we've got 700 likes on the video. Will you do me a favor? Can we get up to 1,000? That'd be amazing. Mark, you can't rate the players. I can't even rate the players, mate. Get a whiskey in that cup, Connor. I know, mate. I know. We had a few last night, to be fair. Went to a Greek restaurant last night. Quite nice. Cube.shorts. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. What team are you expecting with Sheffield Wednesday? Well, just kids, hopefully, mate. Hopefully. Saliba. Just look at the matchup, though, even Metra and Saliba. He's nearly, he looks physically, at least, similar profile to him. No, Aronson. Aronson's been decent since he's come on. He's been. This is where you want Aronson, though. It's chaos. Like when it's chaos, that's where you want him. But this is the respect has been way too much for this Leeds side. It's been way too respectful of. We've just sat off them at too many points when we could have been a little bit more aggressive when they're playing out. I get the good ball players, but I think there's just been too much respect here for me. Where is DCL? Absolutely no idea. No idea. I think unfortunately you take I don't know. I'm like looking at the gaffer. I'm thinking, you get like, does Beal start now, or is it if you flip the script and it's Strauch and Rodon? Are we looking at a scenario where like James starts every week? I like James in the transition, but I didn't realize we're signing Okafor, and I mean, you're probably expecting Okafor to be able to protect the ball a little bit better than Dan James. I don't think Dan James is good in the first couple of games of the season against Everton and Arsenal. I think there's been sort of Dan James of Premier League previously where, against Premier League opposition, he's not protecting the ball well enough. So I think there's an argument that Okafor comes in. I think Nonto protects the ball better than Dan James, especially if we're building up. So if we're building up from the back, which we clearly are right now throughout the whole of the Premier League season, then you've got to have Nonto in there because Nonto is a better builder from deep. Dan James effectively isn't good at coming back and getting the ball and then dragging Leeds up the pitch. You need someone who's better in the combination, better technically on the ball, and that is Nonto. So you're going to have Nonto and Okafor. You're going to have to then have, hopefully, a new signing comes in. Here comes Anton Stack here, leads into just have a dig, mate. Just have a shot. Leeds just committing no fucking men forward. We're 4-0 down. Why would you got all the players in defense? Oh man. But Bill, and you've DCL and Metcha have to be the strikers this season. I don't care if Joel Peru scored 19 in the championship. I'm not asked. Josh Brownhill scored 18 goals in the championship last season. Do you know what I mean? Does that mean he starts every single week for a Premier League club? Oh no. Why? Oh, because he's not got a Premier League club. Do you know what I mean? Just because you've scored goals in the championship doesn't mean that you're a Premier League vet, that you're a striker that has to start. It doesn't work like that. I still can't. Oh, Aronson, fuck me. Gives the ball back to Arsenal pathetically. But yeah, just it's got to be one of those. It's got to be one of those where we look at it and really make like smart judgments with it. But yeah, DCL. If they're your attackers, you put DCL and Metcha in. I want Metcha in over Peru. Fits us stylistically much better. He's a good player as well. He's not a donkey. He's a good player. He's not just a big oaf. He's physical, though. And that was the frigging profile that we went for, but we've not gone with that. Apparently, we stick with Gruev and Peru. So, yeah. Okafor's look bright. Massively miss Ampadu, though. But I hope we've learned some lessons. That's what I hope. I hope Leeds have learned a few lessons today. Farker's learned a few lessons today, in my opinion. I don't think Stacks looked awful, mate. I really don't. I feel for him. Feel for him. When you got a base of the pivot at Gruev and he's your build-up, that's a problem. Look, he just never goes forward, does he? Look at him. He always wants the ball. Well, go forward then. Get it on your back foot. Go forward. He can't do it. He's so limited. Oh, my God. He's the most frustrating, limited footballer, Gruev. And a lot of you think I'm harsh on him. It's not his fault. Again, Metcha competing with Saliba, losing that battle, but still. It's been simple, this though, hasn't it? It's like preseason training. You cannot go into these games and just say levels. You can't. I get it to an extent, but they're just at walking pace. There's no why are we not going hell for leather to try and get the ball back right now? Why not? They score a fifth, we might score a one, but we're just staying in like a low block. We're 4-0 down. Of course we need an upgrade on Gruev, mate. Of course we do. Get Beal in. Stop building out from the back at all opportunities. If you're going to go long with someone who's a physical presence. Metra's look miles better than Peru already. Miles better than him. And there's an argument he did as well on Monday night against Everton. But is Farker going to learn? I don't know. It's Daniel Farker, isn't it? So I don't know. And it's not me slating Daniel Farker, but what we know about him is he's stubborn. But I'd be going be all in, definite ceiling raiser. I think you've got to start DCL or Mecha for the rest of the season. That's what I think. I think there's games for Peru, I do, but I've always maintained from the very beginning of the season that Peru is an impact player off the bench. He's not a starter. I think you're getting too many Premier League teams who are so physical at the back now. I think he'll just be lost like he was in the Championship. Lost in look, he'd get a goal, of course he would, but you've got to be part of build-up. You've got to win Leeds free kicks. Your hold-up play's got to be good. Here come Leeds anyway. Stack, Longstaff. Turn out, lad. Just go for it. Oh, fucking hell, man. So piss weak. Longstaff loses it. But Stacks. We're missing Ampadu hugely in that build-up. Because if you're building up in a single penalty, couldn't wait to give it. It's never a pen, is it? It's never a pen. Shit bastard ref. Shit bastard ref. He couldn't wait to give it, could he? Could not wait to give it. Oh, Arsenal. There you go, Arteta. I did it for you. Glockerez, I wanted to get him off the mark. Never a pen. Victor Glockerez. Oh, God, I'm calling him Glockerez now. It's fun, this, isn't it, guys? Watching Leeds get fucking mullered. 34th minute, it was 0-0. My God. Gyökeres to make it 5 on the penalty. Gyökeres goal, 5-0. Perry goes the wrong way. 5-0. Fucking hell. Yeah, I didn't expect this. It's all right, though. Levels. Because they've been so good this game, haven't they? Levels, though. Couldn't have done anything. We were just always going to get battered. No point in us turning up. There's no point in us turning up against any of the top 6 or top 8. Because we'll just get battered. It'll be 8-0. So there's no point in even thinking tactically. There's no point. Because we'll just get battered. It's a good pen. 5-0. Just end the game. End the game. We're making them look like Brazil. Odegaard's not on the pitch. Saka's not on the pitch. Flipping heck. Timber's not on the pitch. Just end the game. Instant match reaction coming afterwards, guys. I can't wait. Oh, God. Oh, God. Tony Miller. We've got Burnley fans coming in here giving us stick, guy. You've still got this to go, mate. No, David. I will. In fact, David, look, David. That's for David. Right, everybody. We will be there for the instant match reaction. Come follow me over there. Really appreciate all your support, as always, everybody. And we're going to get into this, and I want your thoughts. I'm going to let it marinate. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this one. And yeah, it seems like a lot of you are pretty annoyed by that, which it's not like I'm surprised at, but yeah, it'll be fascinating to see what you guys have to say. I'm going to be over before you leave, everybody. Please slap a like on the video. Really appreciate it. Let's get to over 1K, and I'll see you on the instant match reaction, everybody.